What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Vancouver Canucks against the Anaheim Ducks. Canucks have been struggling this year, so it should be it should be an interesting game. Kevin BX is in the building. I'm having some issues with my audio early on here in the stream, just kind of throwing me off. I hope everybody hears me okay. I hope everybody hears me all right. I see we got a bunch of people in the live chat. Sean, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Angus, how you doing? Jacob. Angus saying I'm watching 2 Philadelphia versus Houston games at the moment. There we go. Hey, Crazy Tomato, new member. There we go. There we go. I absolutely love it. Love it, buddy. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. The pride of Prince George, I believe. I believe that's where you're from, Crazy Tomato. Again, thank you everybody for jumping on. Again, I hope the audio is okay right now. I really do. I really hope it's okay because something weird is going on my end. Anyways, we'll get it figured out with StreamYard. But thank you all again for joining me for tonight's game, Anaheim Ducks against the Vancouver Canucks. Kevin BX again is in the building. They're putting his jersey up in the Ring of Honor, I believe, tonight. So there you go. Also, Kevin BX also played for the Anaheim Ducks, so there's that as well. Sean saying the audio is all good. Well, that's great. Thank you so much, Sean. I really do appreciate it because again, something weird is going on my end, so I'm glad it's all working out. Angus, again, thank you. But you guys are all amazing. I can count on you folks to be my producers. So thank you very much, Angus and Sean. Andrew B, what's up? How's it going? Spot, hey, what's up? Thanks for joining us. If you're a new subscriber, I'd really appreciate it. And anybody who's watching that can't comment on the video, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Then you can comment on this video, interact with all the people in the live chat, be part of this great hockey community. Danelle, what's up? What's up, Danelle? Glad to see you in this live stream. Hey, the Canucks. I went to the Canucks game the other night against the New Jersey Devils, and they were wearing their reverse retros. And I want to know what you think about them. What do you think about the Canucks reverse retros this year? All right, I'm gonna get up the scoreboard. You know what I just realized for anybody who was watching at the start? The reason why I was having audio issues is hidden back in my computer. I had this stream open, so I was hearing double audio coming through, and it's really messing me up. So, anyways, I'm glad I figured that one out. All right, let's work on getting the scoreboard up for tonight's game. Just putting it out there. I will probably have to leave after the second period. I actually have to go pick up somebody that's at this Vancouver Canucks Anaheim Ducks game. So I'll probably be leaving, at the start of the third period, somewhere around there. But, be happy to talk with you folks for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, about the Vancouver Canucks, Anaheim Ducks, hockey, really anything you want to talk about. Dylan, I will say when the Devils were playing the Canucks, I was wearing their reverse retro jersey. It's okay, but I don't like the numbers in the front, though. Okay, fair enough. I personally, I wasn't too hot on the reverse retros when they first showed them, but after seeing it in person on the ice, you know what? I didn't mind it. I did not mind the reverse retros for the Vancouver Canucks. And of course, honestly, the Anaheim Ducks have one of the best reverse retros out there in the league. So it'll be pretty awesome when they wear those for whenever they wear them. I think they wear them about 5 times a season. Danelle, Penguins versus Sabres. Both teams wore their reverse retros jerseys last night. Tonight, Rangers is wearing theirs against the Bruins and Lightning. Yeah, what do you folks think about the Lightning one? I see they're getting a lot of flack online. It's definitely a weird looking jersey. I mean, weird can be good though. I think it's an interesting one. I don't know if I would have gone that direction. As by the way, Kevin Bieksa, on the ice right now. the Vancouver Canucks organization, paying respects to Kevin Bieksa, who had a great playing career here in Vancouver, and now he's doing great things with CBC and Hockey Night in Canada. Big shout out to Kevin Bieksa. Part of the Vancouver Canucks through their heyday, going to the Stanley Cup Finals and all that. So it's nice to see Kevin Bieksa back in the building. They signed him to a 1-day contract, so Kevin Bieksa can retire as a Vancouver Canuck, which is pretty awesome. Andrew says you should call an Uber for your friend. Yeah, to get an Uber from, my place to the rink is like $70-$80. So I don't know if that's going to be feasible tonight unless I get, $70-$80 in donations, but I don't think that's going to happen. I showed off a plaque here with Kevin Bieksa. And the puck where he scored the stanchion goal for all you Vancouver Canucks fans against the San Jose Sharks to bring the Vancouver Canucks to the Stanley Cup Finals in 2011. And he almost hit Ron McLean. There you go. Vancouver 2, Ducks 1. All right, hey Jacob's jumping on the Canucks bandwagon here. I mean, it is the Ducks. I mean, the Ducks haven't had a great season either. Sean is saying 4-2 Ducks. All right, everybody, get your score predictions in for tonight's game. Anaheim Ducks, Vancouver Canucks. Who's going to win this one? What's the score going to be? Andrew saying 5-3 Vancouver. All right, Andrew, thanks for your score prediction. Yes, Jacob. Angus says it is a pain to call Uber to pick up at another location than where your phone is located is a pain. Yeah, it is a pain. And like I said, I mean, I'm out in almost White Rock, BC. So it's, going to be a $70-$80 Uber ride probably from downtown Vancouver. Maybe a little less, but anyways, it's still pricey. It's still pricey. Singing the national anthems right now. We're getting ready to drop the puck pretty soon here. Danelle saying, hey, Dylan, do you like the new version of the Lightning Storm jersey or the old version in the blue from the 90s? I would say probably the new version. I go with the new version. Crazy Tomato saying 5-1 Nucks. Hey, if we get a 5-1 win for the Canucks, they need it. This Canucks team needs it right now. And this is a team that's supposedly built to go into the playoffs, but clearly seeing what this team's done in the start of this season, I think it's safe to say that it's not a playoff team. And it sucks for me. I mean, I'm a Canucks fan. I'm a huge Canucks fan living basically in Vancouver. But I got to be honest, after this start, I don't know. I don't know if I see the Vancouver Canucks in the playoffs, unfortunately. Angus jumping in saying 2-1 for the Canucks. There we go. A lot of love for the Vancouver Canucks tonight, which is slightly surprising, I guess, based on their start. Andrew saying, I can hear you from hearing aids on my phone. So am I actually like being played through your hearing aids? If so, that's pretty cool. I mean, hopefully I'm coming out pretty clear for you there, buddy. Victoria saying, hey, Dylan, hey, what's up, Victoria? Thanks for jumping on. Always appreciate it when you jump on these streams. Spot saying, I love your videos. Hey, thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. Andrew saying I had them a month. Awesome. I got Canes, Vegas, Boston, and Red Wings. Yeah, there's a lot of games going on in the NHL, actually. So I'll get the out-of-town scoreboard up here in a second, and we can kind of keep track of what's going on around the league. Donnell saying, Dylan, I will tell you in the finals in 2011, Canucks versus Bruins, I did root for your Canucks. Hate Boston and their fans, just like Philly fans. Worst fans in sports. Yeah. Donnell, it's interesting. Up here in Canada, it seemed like if you lived in British Columbia, Vancouver, you were cheering for the Canucks. If you lived outside of the Vancouver area, you were cheering for the Boston Bruins. It was really weird. It seemed like the rest of Canada was rooting against the Canucks. It wasn't the most loved Vancouver Canucks team of all time, I will admit it, but it was still kind of strange to see. Again, everybody, keep those score predictions coming in. Keep those score predictions coming in for tonight's game. Victoria saying 5-3 for the Vancouver Canucks. There we go. Jacob's 4 for 4 on his picks today. There we go. That's what I like to see. Ava, is it Eva or Ava? I don't know. Eva saying 3-2 for the Ducks. Is that the first Ducks prediction so far tonight? Anyways, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and commenting. Crazy Tomato saying, wait, never mind, Canucks win 7-0. Yeah, you know what? With Kevin Bieksa in the building, honestly, with Kevin Bieksa in the building, I really hope this team pulls it off. I really do. Spot saying, here, I'll get the stats up for you folks. You may not remember me, but on one of your past live streams, kind of want to go, I kept saying you should dance. I don't know why. I think I do remember that actually. I believe maybe that was in the playoffs or maybe in the World Juniors. I have a feeling that was in the playoffs. Angus saying I'm watching 2 different games involving Houston and Philadelphia. There we go. All right, Jacob and Danelle. You know, you're 2 regulars. You're 2 regulars. No need to argue. No need to argue. Oh yeah, Kiwi's watching from Madagascar. I love doing this. So we're gonna do this a couple times throughout this stream. Everybody, comment where you're watching this stream from. Comment where you're watching this stream from. I am recording this live stream from White Rock, BC, as the game is underway here. Vancouver Canucks, Anaheim Ducks, Vancouver Canucks at home. Get your score predictions in the comment section, and also make sure you comment where you're watching this game from. Like I said, last stream I did, there's people from all over. It was pretty crazy. And already I'm seeing some comments roll in, and I can tell this is a wide-reaching stream once again. That's awesome. 1 minute into this game, no shots so far. Again, Vancouver Canucks, Anaheim Ducks. Bo Horvat, JT Miller, and Connor Garland on the line with Pedersen, Kuzmenko, Mikheyev, Tanner Pearson, Sheldon Dries, Vasily Podkolzin. Interesting lineup there with Dakota Joshua, Niels Oman, and Jack Studnicka. There we go. Andrew's watching from Oakville, Ontario. Sean is watching from Kentucky. There we go. Eva's watching from CA. Is that Canada or California? I'm going to assume California because you said 3-2 Ducks. So I'm going to assume that's California. St. Louis, Missouri. Angus watching from St. Louis. Spot is Lake Wiley, South Carolina. Is that right? Lake Wiley? Did I say it right? Anyways, that's awesome. Watching from South Carolina. Thank you so much for jumping on. Crazy Tomato saying Prince George. Yeah, I knew you were from Prince George. I knew it. I knew it. Danufi is watching from Newfoundland. I love it. I love it. Big Terry Ryan fan out there. Danufi. Thanks so much for jumping on this live stream. Blaze Barnes watching from Iraq. All right. There we go. There we go. Danelle says watching from New York, or should I say from the Bronx, New York? Yeah, well, that's kind of like me. I mean, I'm watching from Vancouver, but it's actually White Rock, Vancouver. So there we go. First shot on net for the Anaheim Ducks there. You said it right. Good to know. Good to know. I'm not the best with names, pronunciation, so I'm glad I got that one. A little bit of physical action going on here early in the game. The Canucks have their 4th line out, trying to build up some energy. Again, folks, comment what your score predictions are for tonight's game. Comment where you are watching this game from. Tim just says 3. Now, I don't know if you mean the Canucks are going to win. Oh, there's a fight? Is there a fight going on? There's a fight here. Dakota Joshua, Nathan Beaulieu going at it. Beaulieu with a couple right hooks. Joshua's gripping on. It's more of a tussle match at this point. Joshua gets rid of his elbow pad, I believe. Here we go, folks. Beaulieu is actually getting some punches in here. Dakota Joshua isn't doing a whole lot. And I think he's probably already tired. This fight, it keeps going. Some left jabs from Dakota Joshua. But Beaulieu, there's a big punch from Dakota Joshua. But Beaulieu is getting the best of him. I'm going to give that one to Nathan Beaulieu in that fight. Fight. There we go. Yeah, big fight early on in this game. About 3 minutes into the game, you see our first fight of the evening. Technically, I'm in St. Louis County. All right, fair enough. Why is there a fight? Hey, two bottom dwelling teams trying to get some energy going. There we go. Hey, Tim, what's your score prediction? I know you said 3 before, but I don't know what you were referring to. Do you think the Canucks are going to win by 3, lose by 3? What do you think? Get your score prediction in. Watching local hockey of the teams in the New York area, Rangers versus Bruins, Islanders versus Blues, Devils versus Oilers, the World Series. Yeah, I'm not the biggest baseball guy, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't follow baseball whatsoever. I'm too busy following hockey and the Canucks and running these networks and everything. So there we go. Danelle, Dylan, let me ask you: do you like the ads moving on the boards? Doesn't it annoy you? Know, here's the thing: they suck. They're awful. I really don't like the ads on the boards, and here's why. Number one, I just don't think the technology is there. I don't think the technology is there. When sometimes when you see guys skating past the boards when they have the alternating ads going on, it glitches out, it follows the player, it tracks. I just don't like it. And number two, it's really distracting. It is really distracting. With the ad changing throughout the game, throughout play, I don't like it. Change it throughout the whistle, sure. Change it by period or whatever, that's fine. But when the play is going, I don't like the fact that it's changing because it is too distracting. But on the flip side, it's kind of working, is it not? It's distracting me. So I'm reading that Air Canada ad or the Rogers ad or whatever's popping up because it is so distracting. But that's taking away from the game, which I really don't like. Let's get to some more comments. Spot saying 5-3 Canucks. There we go. Keep those predictions rolling in. Libya Franco from Surrey, BC. Hey, I'm actually recording from South Surrey, BC, which is, basically White Rock, but it's technically Surrey. So there we go. Sean saying 80% of THPN viewers are from Canada, I swear. It depends what game. I mean, tonight, I'm assuming it's a little more Vancouver Canucks fan heavy. I mean, let me know, folks. Comment in the comment section too. I've given you 3 things to comment about, but tell me, are you a Canucks fan or a Ducks fan? I mean, I know some of you are probably neither. I mean, I know Donnell's in here. He's a big New York fan, but let me know what team you're cheering for in this game. Storytime Hockey on THPN checking in. Yeah, folks, check out Storytime Hockey, new podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. You can find it wherever you get your podcast from. Give them a follow on Twitter, too. There we go. Storytime saying 3-0 Canucks. There we go. A shutout for the Vancouver Canucks as the Canucks are on the power play right now with a minute 20. And here, okay, again, on the boards, they had it was big, it was a moving puck on the boards. How distracting is that? I just don't like it. I don't like it. Eva's on Team Ducks. There we go. Coastal Carolina, what's up? Thanks so much for jumping on. Angus is a neutral observer. Hey, fair enough. Just enjoying the game for what it is. I love it. Libya saying, who's your favorite Canucks player? It's tough to say. I mean, for me, it's probably Quinn Hughes, just based on the fact that he's one of the best skaters I've ever seen, and he's probably the most skilled defenseman that this Vancouver Canucks organization has ever seen. So I'm going to go with Quinn Hughes. Libya says 3-2 Canucks. I don't know how far back these comments are, but the comments are just buzzing, rolling in. Andrew saying, hello, Nate, heard about you from a good friend, Neil. Well, my name is actually Dylan, but thank you so much for jumping on. Try and catch up with these comments. Angus saying they should turn off the moving ads while the game's playing. I agree. Crazy Tomato saying I didn't notice until I was told. Now I can't not see it. Well, that was the same for me. As soon as I noticed it, it was game changing. I couldn't unsee it, and now it's constantly distracting me. Crazy Tomato saying it snowed 2 to 3 inches today in Prince George. Brutal, man. That's brutal. I don't even know if we'll see 2 to 3 inches of snow in Vancouver, but hey, those Prince George folk though, they're used to it, right? They're used to the cold weather. They're a lot thicker skinned than I am. I'll say that. See if I can catch up on comments. Andrew saying, "I thought you were my good friend." You know what, Andrew? We are good friends. So I don't know why you'd say that. Sean saying the ads don't bother me. Most of the time, I don't even notice them. I do agree the technology isn't there yet, but I think it's a great way for the NHL to make money. That's the thing, right? The NHL is looking for different ways to generate revenue, and this is a great way. To be honest, I mean, if the technology would just be polished up a little bit, in theory, it is a great idea. And I think a lot of fans would rather see this than, corporate logos being plastered all over hockey jerseys. You know, Soccer fans and, other sports around the world are kind of used to it, I guess. But the hockey jersey, I don't know. That's something you don't want to mess with too much. Tim saying Canucks win 3-2. Vaughn Hook saying, hey, do you remember me? Absolutely. I remember you. Thanks for jumping on. Why is everyone sad here in the comment section? What's going on? 12 minutes, 40 seconds left in this period. Shots are 6-2 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. Danelle, do you like the Canucks reverse retro jersey? Would you buy one if you do get the Adidas version, not that cheap looking Fanatics jersey? Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm considering it. I'm considering getting reverse retro. Storytime saying, what's the worst retro jersey and why is it the Bolts? Yeah, I brought this up earlier, and it's an interesting one. I mean, I don't know that I love it, to be quite honest. I'm gonna pull up the reverse retros, the 2.0s, and see what I think is the worst. Because honestly, I didn't like this round as much as I liked the first one. I mean, everyone loves the Panthers one. I'm unsure of it. I don't know if I love it or if I hate it. Detroit and Chicago, I guess they're easy ones to crap on, but hey, I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't think there's a lot of creativity there. Libya saying Anaheim probably going to score first. Well, knowing the Vancouver Canucks, the Canucks are going to score first, go up 2 goals, and then blow it in the third. There we go. Nucks play better in front of Martin. I guess Demko hasn't quite been as good this year, but he's still definitely a number one goaltender. Angus is saying these ads would be better if the boards were not right next to the hockey players. It's not nearly as annoying in soccer matches. That's true. That's true because the boards are right there. As you see the bench door opening for the Vancouver Canucks there, and the ad is kind of going with the door, but kind of not. I don't know. It's a little bit messy. Spot has to go, hey, thank you so much for jumping on, though. Do appreciate it. I have to jump probably after the second intermission. I got to go pick somebody up at Rogers Arena who's actually watching this game. So I will be leaving after the second, unfortunately, folks. But thanks for joining me for the first 2 periods and the first 2 intermissions. Danelle saying the worst reverse retro jersey is the Blackhawks and the Red Wings. Yeah, like I said, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Another Hurricanes. Sorry, and the Red Wings, they look like one another. Hurricanes is a copy of their away jersey that could become their new home jersey. Sorry, I just heard a sound go on in my apartment building here, and I don't know what the hell that was. Anyways, Libya saying, who do you think Canucks should trade? I've been on the camp that the Canucks should look at potentially trading a player like Brock Besser. I mean, I think you want to move a guy while he still has some value, and I just don't know how much the production the Canucks are going to get out of Besser. And, the question comes up, do the Vancouver Canucks have to go through a rebuild here? I know it's been a painful 8 years, but do the Canucks need to reset and do a proper rebuild? No, I'll have to stop the stream. Unfortunately, we need somebody to click end broadcast or end live stream here in the studio. And the Leafs retro. Andrew, what do you think of the Leafs retro? Do you love it or hate it? What's up, Bacon Man? What's up? Thanks so much for jumping on. Really do appreciate you jumping on. Another member here. Oh, Dan the Man is in the house. Make some noise. Dan the Man with his game day Big Macs. Love it. Andrew B hates the reverse retros for the Maple Leafs. I don't think the Maple Leafs are getting a lot of love for their reverse retros. Zoe, what's up? Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Danufi, I hope they keep Bo. Here's the thing, if the team is planning on going through some sort of rebuild, don't you think that moving Bo Horvat makes a lot of sense? I hate to say it because I love him. I mean, I have the bobblehead right there of Bo Horvat, but I mean, if the point is to get assets going into some sort of retool rebuild, I mean, I don't know. I say Bo Horvat has a lot of value there. Yeah, Tim, maybe don't spam with the dots there. Yeah. There we go. Bruins reverse retro is ugly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of that one. Yeah, Tim. Tim, sorry, everybody. Tim, sorry. Tim's all good. Tim's good. We like Tim here. Angus saying the Blues reverse retro looks though somebody peed in the swimming pool. Awful looking. Let me look at the Blues one again. Yeah, that's a strange one. That's a strange looking jersey. What's the consensus? I mean, Angus, I'm assuming you're a Blues fan. What are other Blues fans saying about the reverse retro? Bruins reverse retro is a 1 out of 10 for me. Kraken win 4-0 against the Wild. Wow, that's a big win for the Kraken. Ava is so excited for the Ducks to win. Still 0-0 in this game, 10 minutes in to the first period. Libya, I have to go see you next time. Hey, if you're a Canucks fan, follow my other channel, the Canucks Weekly podcast. Would appreciate it. Canucks content every single Wednesday. I'll put the link in the bio here so you can all follow and subscribe to my other channel, which is really based around the Vancouver Canucks. We do a live stream every single Wednesday at 6:00. There is the link in the comment section. Give it a follow, folks. Really do appreciate it. Tim has to go as well. It's all good, buddy. Like I said, I got to jump. Just being transparent, folks. I got to jump after the second period. I have to pick somebody up at the arena. But, we haven't done a watch along in a few days. So I figured, hey, let's jump on. Let's do a watch party. Even if I have to go, in the third period, I think it's worth jumping on and giving you folks some content. I know we all haven't talked in a little while, so I figured it'd be good to jump on. Danufi just subbed. Hey, thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. I seriously appreciate it. Tim says, okay, I sub. Appreciate it as well. Keegan Dale saying, go Canucks, go. Thanks for jumping on the stream. Really appreciate it. Zoe is back. There we go. We see a lot of people in here, but I think I remember you. I think I do. I'm not too sure. Welcome all new subscribers. Yes, Andrew, thank you for that. Welcome to all the new subscribers here on the channel. Really do appreciate it, folks. Really do. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Glad to see another Vancouverite here watching the game. Is a nice attempt there by Vasily Podkolzin. And the comments have just been buzzing. I haven't been able to really give any play-by-play on the game, which is amazing. I mean, I love it when the comments are just rolling in like this. Oh, and the Vancouver Canucks almost with a goal there. Puck rolling behind the goaltender. The Ducks are able to clear it out of the zone. Angus does not like the reverse retros. Yeah, we're getting a lot of comments rolling in here, folks. So I apologize if I don't get to every single one. I'm gonna do the best I can to get to every single comment, but keep them rolling. Let's keep the hockey conversation going. Keep those predictions rolling in. Comment where you're watching the game from. Von Hook says favorite Canucks player. For me personally, that would be Quinn Hughes. Again, just one of the best skaters I've ever seen, especially in the Vancouver Canucks uniform. So I have to go with Quinn Hughes on that one. Livia saying, never mind, I don't have to go. There we go. There we go. Yes, I do, Von Hook. Yes, I do. Bo Horvat gets the puck stripped away from him. Canucks maintaining the puck in the neutral zone here. Folks, we have 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period. Icing call. It's going into the Vancouver Canucks. And again, thanks everybody that's commenting on tonight's live stream. Don't worry if you miss any of my comments. It's not a big deal. Hey, Angus, I appreciate it, buddy. Like I said, I probably will get to all the comments, but there's, one or two slip through the cracks. It happens. I'm watching it in Lake Wiley, South Carolina, who is my sister. Okay, there we go. That's right. Danufi, I like the retros, but I think they could go back, or they should go back to the flying skate colors, like these, like the yellow, red, and black. Love it. I mean, but you got to admit though, I mean, the blue, green, and the white really does make sense for Vancouver. Libya saying, "What is your favorite sport beside hockey?" Well, I played box lacrosse up until I was about 18 years old. I started when I was, I think, 5 years old. So I played box lacrosse for a solid 12, 13 years. So definitely, that's I would say that's my second sport. All sports fan Adam saying favorite cartoon. I mean, it's got to be The Simpsons or Family Guy, one of the two. Or I guess you could throw South Park in there too. Think we should put any stock in the rumors that Van City Reynolds wants to buy the Sens. Deadpool night in the nation's capital. I did see a couple headlines about that. I got to admit, I haven't looked too much into it. But I mean, hey, if Ryan Reynolds wants to buy the team and he has the cash to do it, selling all that vodka or whatever he's into now, hey, all the power to him. It probably won't be any worse than Vancouver Canucks ownership. So that would be pretty interesting. That would be pretty interesting. Keegan saying, "Go Canucks, go." Right, that's right. I didn't think there was two different people, separate people watching from Lake Wildy, South Carolina. So I figured there was some sort of connection there. Oh, it's Spot. Okay, gotcha. Danelle just checked Twitter and the Coyotes going to wear the reverse retro against the Stars. Yeah, I saw that. What do you think of the Coyotes reverse retro? By the way, folks, if you're in the comment section and you want to talk jerseys, anything jerseys, Danelle Weaver is your man. Angus, favorite cartoon is Old Simpsons. The show needs to go though. Yeah, I mean, I kind of grew up on The Simpsons, Angus. I haven't watched it seriously in 10 years. Like I just don't watch the show anymore. I obviously still appreciate it. I don't know what the new Simpsons is like whatsoever. I can only say what, you know, I watched The Simpsons in the early 2000s, I guess. That was my peak Simpsons time. The Kraken colors are similar to the current Nucks colors. They are, and again, I guess it kind of makes sense. Both Pacific Northwest teams. I think they're different enough, though. It doesn't really bother me. I think it's. I think they're different enough. Vegas Gold Nice, best retro jersey. Only jersey to glow in the dark, which makes it the best. I mean, it's very Vegas, isn't it? It's very Vegas to do something like that. But hey, Bob's Burgers is up there. Like I said, what did I say? South Park, Family Guy, Simpsons. I don't know what other cartoons I honestly watched when I was super young, like Recess. That was an OG cartoon on the Family Channel. So no, I don't play Fortnite. I mean, I gotta be honest, I don't really play video games. I'll game online GTA sometimes, but I'm not too big into the video games right now. I used to be a big Call of Duty player, but little too busy these days, I guess. Not a whole lot going on in this game, folks. It's tied at 0. Shots are 9-3 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. Again, thanks everybody that's joining us. Again, I want to see how far reaching this stream is. So if you haven't yet, please comment where you're watching this game from. I want to see how far reaching this one is. I mean, I know we have people in here from Madagascar, South Carolina, Vancouver, California. So let's see how far reaching this live stream is. Comment where you're watching this game from. All sports fan Adam, I hope the Canucks win for you tonight. If not, release the Ducks from the disaster of Dallas Eakins. Yeah, a lot of a lot of Anaheim Ducks fans calling for Dallas Eakins to be fired. I know he wasn't. The favorite when he was in Edmonton. Angus saying, been years since I played any video games. I'm too busy. Yeah, that's my problem too, Angus. I mean, I feel like video games, it's not something you can just play for 20 minutes. I mean, if you're gonna play a video game, it's a time consumer. It really is. And as you get older, other things kind of take up time in your schedule. And sooner than later, video games just don't factor in, unfortunately. Angus gonna be watching the World Cup. There we go. When is the World Cup? When is the World Cup? All right, Andrew. See you, buddy. Appreciate you jumping on as always. Andrew B, one of the OG THPN fans. I mean, Andrew's been here since like 400 subs, I think, which or something like that. Andrew's been around for a while. Libya, Argentina is going to win the FIFA World Cup. Who's in the World Cup? I mean, I don't really follow soccer. I definitely respect soccer. Nothing against it. I don't have time to follow, other sports too closely. So let me know who's in it. All right, Victoria. See you. It's 10 o'clock there. Yeah, it's a weekday. Get your sleep. Appreciate you jumping on. World Cup, November. Right. Of course. I thought you guys meant the finals. That's what I was going at. From Tuvalu, it's between Hawaii and Australia in the Pacific Ocean. Interesting. Let me look that up. Population of 11,900. Wow. Okay. Interesting. World Cup in 2 weeks. Western time zones are going to make catching games in Qatar interesting. Dill, I'll come on stream sometime and give you a soccer rundown. Yeah, I think I'll definitely need it because I have no clue what I'm talking about when it comes to soccer or baseball. I don't have a damn clue, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I think Brazil will win. 32 teams in the World Cup. There you go. Canada is going to be in the World Cup first time since 1984. That's awesome. Yeah, I know the Canadian soccer program has been taking big strides in the last few years. Alfonso Davies, coming from the Whitecaps. 4 minutes left here, 4.5 minutes left in this period. Again, the shots are still 9-3 for the Vancouver Canucks. Not a lot of action in this game, unfortunately. I thought Kevin Bieksa was going to maybe hype up the boys a little bit, but it's been a bit of a slow game. It is the first period, and hey, let's not kid ourselves. Let's be honest here. These are two basement dwellers right now in the Western Conference, the Anaheim Ducks and the Vancouver Canucks. So I don't know if we should have expected, 4 or 5 goals in the first period, but to only see 12 shots um, in this first and no goals so far, I don't know if I was expecting that. And by the way, thanks to all the new subscribers. I see we picked up a few new subs today. Really do appreciate it. Every single subscriber means a whole lot to this channel. So thank you so much to everybody that subscribed to the channel. And big shout out to everybody that subscribed to my other channel, the Canucks Weekly Podcast, a new project I'm starting up with my good pal Jack Friedman. It's a weekly Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We talk all things Vancouver Canucks. It's a live stream, and we release it in a podcast version. So I'm going to put the link right here. Folks, if you're a Canucks fan or if you just want to show me some support, go follow the Canucks Weekly Podcast. I just put the link there in the live chat. Libya is saying I subbed to the other channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And hopefully on next Wednesday at 6 o'clock Pacific, we can see you there in the live chat. Again, it's a live and interactive show, kind of like this. We have a few topics that we bounce around, but we really like hearing from fans, especially fans from the Vancouver area that are close to the team. So thanks so much for jumping on. Rainiel, another Vegas Golden Knights fan, jumping on. Thanks so much, Rainiel. I know you've been subbed to this channel for a long time, so appreciate it. Go Petey. There we go. I'm your 143rd subscriber in the Canucks Weekly Podcast. Thank you so much, buddy. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's nothing like this one. This one's at like 2,600 subscribers. My Canucks Weekly Podcast is at 143. I mean, so it's early days. It's early days, but I really do appreciate every single sub. We're not going to stop making content. Every single Wednesday, 6 o'clock Pacific, there will be a live stream coming out of that channel. We might take Christmas off. Maybe that's the 1 week we take off. And there we go, folks. The first goal of the game on the power play from Troy Terry of the Anaheim Ducks, and it is 1-0. 1-0. Hey, Rainiel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. OEL, by the way, was in the penalty box for the Vancouver Canucks. Troy Terry making this game 1-0 for the Anaheim Ducks. How about that? Any hopes of a Vancouver shutout? Any hopes of a Spencer Martin shutout have been squandered? Here's we watch the replay of this goal. Troy Terry with a nice move, cuts in front and puts it in behind Spencer Martin. Bye, Dylan. I got to go. See you next game. Thank you so much, Libya. See you next game. And maybe we'll see you next Wednesday on the other channel at 6 o'clock Pacific. Rainiel, I've had a few people ask me tonight who my favorite player is. Quinn Hughes, I'll say, is my favorite player on the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, it's hard to not say Demko, I guess, sometimes, because he really is the backbone of this team, but I'll say Quinn Hughes. Again, thanks to everybody that's jumped on. All the new subs, really do appreciate it. I see we got 8 new subs tonight on this stream, which is amazing. I see we got another sub on the Canucks Weekly, so whoever that was, really do appreciate it. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this first. Oh my God. One of the Vancouver Canucks players just got destroyed. Just went flying off of that hit. I hope they show a replay of that because that was a monstrous hit by the Anaheim Ducks on, I don't know which Canucks player that was, but he went absolutely flying. Ava, what's up? What's up? Anaheim's up. You must be happy. Two minutes left here in this first period. Hey, Angus just subbed. Thank you so much, buddy. Really do appreciate it. Again, it's all Vancouver Canucks content, but again, if you just want to show some love, show some support, and check out our stream next time if you're available. If not, thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world. It really does. So we're nearing the end of this first period, folks. Again, I'm gonna have to jump after the second period, after the second intermission. I have to pick up somebody from Rogers Arena, and it's a bit of a trek from my house. So I need some time. But again, I just figured I would jump on, do a live stream. We haven't talked for a little while. I know all you folks in the comment section love interacting with each other. So I figured we'd jump on and do a live stream. Actually, we have a couple new people coming on and doing watch parties with us. So hopefully it'll be a little more consistent. I know you folks love Grant. Grant's awesome. He's been a great addition to our team doing watch parties. He's going to do at least one per week on the THPN YouTube channel. He's doing one tomorrow. Grant is doing a watch party tomorrow. And I'll bring up the schedule and see which game Grant is doing. As there is a penalty call here. Let's take a look at this replay. Oh no, they're not showing the penalty. They're showing the goal. I believe it was an Anaheim penalty though. So the Vancouver Canucks going to the power play. Let's see what game Grant is doing tomorrow. The Sabres and Hurricanes. Sabres and Hurricanes for anybody that's interested in tomorrow's live stream. Grant is a great addition. Yeah, I'm happy you think so. I've been super pleased with Grant on these watch parties, so we're happy to have him on the team. Ava saying penalty on Zegras. There you go. So power play for the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, Hot Take Hockey for anyone that's familiar with Hot Take Hockey on YouTube. He's going to be doing a stream a month on the THPN YouTube channel. I was just talking to another YouTuber today about jumping on and joining, and I'm pretty sure that's a done deal. So we're gonna have another consistent creator here on the channel. You know, I'm just trying to give you folks what you want. You know, everyone clearly loves doing these watch parties, so I'm gonna try and put on as many watch parties as I possibly can for you. Hi, I'm a new subscriber, and I just started. And the Vancouver Canucks score. There we go. I think that was Bo Horvat, actually. I mean, does that surprise anybody? But a power play goal for the Vancouver Canucks. Why is there a picture of Neil in there? Oh, my God. Neil Villapiano. Love it. All right, let's watch the replay here on this goal. Again, power play goal for the Vancouver Canucks, tying it up 1-1. Oh, a nice tip from Bo Horvat. So a slapper from the point from Quinn Hughes. Bo Horvat with a nice tip, and that goes in the net and ties up the game at 1-1. There you go, folks. Vancouver Canucks fans, don't sweat it too much. You're back in this one. "16 seconds left in this period." I mean, hey, that's a good time to get a goal. That's a good time to get a goal. The Canucks needed that one. The resurrection of Neil confirmed. Hey, Neil's going to be doing some live streams. So Neil is going to be jumping on and doing more live streams. He's just a busy guy. Don't you worry. Neil started YouTube. The secret is out of the bag. There we go. There we go. Love it. Yeah, Neil Villapiano is an absolute beauty. Again, he'll be doing more watch parties, and you know he still has his podcasts on the network. So big shout out to Neil Villapiano. Big shout out to Grant Hakeem, who's been awesome on this channel. Hot Take Hockey, who you folks will see pretty soon on this channel. And again, we have another content creator coming on, as well as any other podcasters on our network that feel like doing these watch parties. All right, folks, I'm going to take a break, go get some water. Afterwards, some intermission talk. Keep those comments rolling in. Keep the reverse retro talk going. Keep the predictions rolling in, or whatever else you want to talk about. Keep it coming. Love it, folks. Love all the interaction. We'll be back after the break. All right, folks, it is 1-1. First intermission, Vancouver Canucks against the Anaheim Ducks. Seeing an ad come up for this, so I just have to. I have to sign up and get my 50-50 ticket. And there you go. So let's see if we can pull a win out of this. Thanks again, everybody, for jumping on the live stream tonight. It's been a lot of fun. You know, the comment section's been buzzing. It's Kevin BX's retirement night here in Vancouver for the Canucks, which is pretty cool. So again, thanks everybody for jumping on this live stream. Again, if you haven't done so yet, comment where you're watching this game from. I want to see how far-reaching this live stream goes. And also, hey, let's throw this in there. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year? Start commenting that, folks. From all the people who've already talked in the live chat, I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? Neil's been good. Neil's been going to a lot of games, actually, which is awesome. He's been going to a lot of Devils games and, still doing his podcast. He's going to jump on and do some more watch parties, on the channel. But, yeah, Neil's doing good. All right. Again, thanks, everybody, for jumping on. Let me know who you think is going to win the Stanley Cup, because at this point, I still don't know. I really don't know who's the favorite for me. Andrew saying Leafs or Buffalo. Interesting choices there. Andrew, interesting choices. Again, it's not been a great start for the Vancouver Canucks, and also I guess you could say the same against about the Anaheim Ducks. With the Canucks coming into the season, there's they were projected to maybe battle for a playoff spot, and early on this season, it just does not look like that's going to happen. All sports fan Adam, I will say Bruins to jinx them since they can't go wrong right now. Yeah, hey, I'll take that. Jinx the Bruins all day long. I'm not going to stop you. Well, the Anaheim Ducks went up on a power play goal with I believe it was about 5 minutes left in the first period. And then also on the power play with 16 seconds left in the first period, Bo Horvat scores a goal. So 2 power play goals in this game, Andrew. Bo Horvat tipping a shot from Quinn Hughes to make it 1-1. Again, with I believe it was 16 or 19, I think it was actually 19 seconds left in the first period. So a good late goal from Bo Horvat. All right, there we go, folks. Bought my 50-50 ticket. Let's see. Let's see if we win that 50-50. And I'm kind of mad that I can't get this offer because I've already signed up for DraftKings. But for anybody who hasn't signed up for DraftKings, sign up for DraftKings. The link's in the bio. By the way, the link's in the bio. But use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings, and you get this offer. You put $5 down on any NHL team. If they win their game, you get $200 in free bets. Again, any new user for DraftKings, use the link below in the description. You click it, you enter promo code THPN, put $5 down on any team, get $200 in free bets if they win. And hey, also, it just shows a lot of support for our channel. DraftKings is keeping us on the air, keeping this YouTube watch party channel going. So every single sign up just means, one step closer to keeping us on the air, giving us the ability to bring on all these different content creators to make this happen for you folks. So if you want to show support and you're 21 or older, please sign up for DraftKings with the link below. Enter promo code THPN. Even if you're not a big gambler, again, just show support for the Hockey Podcast Network, THPN, and all the great hosts that jump on here. Keep them getting paid. Sign up for DraftKings with promo code THPN. Amazing offers. It's worth your time. Not happy with the Phillies tonight. Fair enough. What's going on in that game? So the series is it's tied at 2s, I see. It's 2-1 right now for the Astros. All right, interesting. I know the Astros aren't the fan favorites, I guess, around the league, but I don't know too much about baseball. That's definitely not my sport. We're getting ready to jump back into the second period here, folks. Again, thanks everybody for jumping on, subscribing to the channel, liking the video. I don't know how many likes we're at on this video, but folks, like the video. Just helps it bump up in YouTube's algorithm. It helps more people find the video. So really do appreciate it. You know what, Andrew? I'll watch some CFL. I go to BC Lions games. Don't follow the NFL as closely as I should, but I definitely follow it more than baseball or soccer. 20 likes, hey, not bad, folks. Let's get to 35 likes before I have to jump off. Again, I'm jumping off at the end of the second period, so not quite a full watch party tonight. Circumstances came up. I have to pick up somebody from Rogers Arena tonight, so I have to leave around the end of the second period so I can pick them up once the game ends. But again, thanks everybody for jumping on. And this is for all you new folks. Again, if you haven't done so yet, comment where you are watching this game from. I'm recording this stream from Vancouver, British Columbia. Comment where you're watching it from. We have people from, St. Louis to Madagascar to Oakville, Ontario. We have people all over the place. It's pretty awesome. Philadelphia beating the Texans tonight, 29-17. Keegan saying, I subscribe. Thank you so much, Keegan. Really do appreciate it. I see John Kaiser dropping the angry emoji on this video. Not too sure why. I mean, the Canucks are tied 1-1. So there you go. Either way, appreciate every single view of this video. And yeah, I've just checked our subscribers. We gained a few subs throughout this intermission. So again, thanks to all the new subscribers of this channel. Like the video, and let's keep the hockey conversation going in the live chat. Andrew, I apologize, man. I really do. But hey, you know what, Andrew? I figured it was better to jump on and at least do 2 periods with you folks than not having a live stream tonight. So, take one or the other. It was either me jumping on for 2 periods in a bit or no live stream. I figured, Andrew, you would want a live stream. So I decided to jump on. Again, Grant is doing a live stream tomorrow for the Sabres and what was the other team? The Sabres and the Hurricanes. Grant is going to be live at 4:00 Pacific tomorrow. We have more, more content creators joining us here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Just in talks with another YouTuber who's going to come on and do some watch parties on this channel. Hot Take Hockey, for anybody that's familiar with Hot Take Hockey, he'll be doing a couple watch parties on this channel. We're just building this thing up. We just keep building. It's been a lot of fun, and you folks, you fans, are the reason that we keep doing this. It's awesome. And by the way, they're showing replays of Kevin Bieksa right now with the Superman punches, which is incredible. Kevin Bieksa, one of the all-time Canucks. I mean, and one of the best fighters too. With the fake left and then comes with the right hook. Incredible stuff. John Kaiser from commenting on Facebook. Thanks, saying it is looking good. Hope they keep it going. Let's hope they keep it going. Let's hope they keep it going all the way until December 3rd against the Coyotes, because we'll be going to that game. Thanks, Keegan. Thank you for the live stream tonight. 2 periods is better than none. Hey, that's what I figured, Angus. And again, I've missed all you folks. We haven't talked in a little while, so I felt like I had to jump on and at least do 2 periods. What's up? Call me Chun-Li. Hey, call me Chun-Li. Really do appreciate you jumping on the Canucks Weekly podcast last night and jumping in the live chat. It's a new show. It's a new show. The traffic isn't quite as heavy as the streams here, but we're trying to build it up. So I really do appreciate you jumping on and commenting in our live stream last night on the Canucks Weekly podcast. Does this look like a Bruins jersey? No, definitely not. Not in this building. This is a Vancouver Canucks household. Andrew B., thank you, buddy. I think you appreciate at least the 2 periods. And again, Grant's going to be coming on, doing a live stream tomorrow, and then hopefully we get somebody for the weekend, but there's going to be at least a few live streams next week. Oilers are up 3-1 over the Devils. Second intermission in that game. Let's while we're in the intermission here, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Man, there's a lot of hockey today, so I'm just going to run through it really quick. The Golden Knights beat the Senators 5-4. The Red Wings beat the Capitals 3-1. The Hurricanes beat the Lightning 4-3. The Bruins beat the Rangers 5-2. The Islanders over the Blues 5-2. The Jets win in overtime 3-2 against the Canadiens. The Wild get the shutout 4-0 against the Minnesota Wild. Now there's some active games going on. Right now in the third period, it's tied 1-1 between the Kings and the Blackhawks. It looks like that one might be going to overtime. Oilers and Devils, end of second period. It's 3-1 in that game. Predators and Flames, they just started the third period. It is 3-1 for the Preds. Second period action for the Dallas Stars and Coyotes. The Dallas Stars up 4-0 against the Coyotes in Mullet Arena. And the Panthers are up 1-0 over the Sharks in the first period. There we go. Tracy, looking forward to my first live Canucks game in years in December. Going to be a lot of fun. It's a different vibe, going in to Rogers Arena and watching these games compared to watching it on TV. All the folks in here that regularly go to Canucks games know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a pretty good atmosphere, so it should be a lot of fun. And it is a lot of fun every time that you're able to go watch the Vancouver Canucks live or any NHL team for that matter. For all you Anaheim Ducks fans, I don't know what the atmosphere is like in Anaheim or what the in-game presentation is like, but I'm sure it's amazing. Oh, the skate jersey, it looks different. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a hoodie. I lied. It's not quite like an actual jersey. But yeah, repping the flying skate. I got the Millionaires V there on the background. I don't know if you folks can see it too clearly. I got all the jerseys. I got the collection here. Like I said, this is a Canucks household. All right, folks, I'm going to take a quick break just before they drop the puck for the second period. Keep the comments rolling in. We'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, and we are back. Had to cut off the commercial break there a little quick because the puck has dropped. We're 40 seconds into the second period here. 1-1 Vancouver Canucks against the Anaheim Ducks. The shots are pretty even. It's 12-11 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. Again, thanks to everybody that's joining this live stream, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Appreciate all the comments. I appreciate everybody liking the video. I know we're only at 20 likes right now on YouTube. Let's try and get those numbers up a little bit. Keegan, I kind of like the skate jersey. Yeah, I love the skate jersey. I really do. Do I want them to bring it back full time? No, I don't. But every once in a while, when they bring out the skate jersey, I do think it looks pretty cool. Minute 30 into this second period. Again, thanks everybody that's watching. If you haven't done so, there's a bit an attempt from the Vancouver Canucks in front of the net. Mikheyev, it looks like he knocks over the Anaheim Ducks goaltender. I believe John Gibson's playing tonight as he covers up the puck. Call me Chun Li skate jerseys drip. I'm getting one, but undecided on player. I was thinking Pods, but I might get Miller. Man, get Quinn Hughes. I get Quinn Hughes. I mean, you got to imagine no matter what, even if this team goes for a rebuild, that Quinn Hughes is going to be a Vancouver Canuck or Elias Pettersson. I mean, I think those are two pretty safe options there. But hey, Podkolzin, great choice. You don't see a lot of Podkolzin jerseys out there. So I think one in the flying skate would be pretty cool. All right, some play here in the Vancouver Canucks end, or the Anaheim Ducks end, sorry. See what happens in this second period. Should be an interesting one. Vancouver Canucks desperate to get some wins together here. After that brutal start going 0-7, the Vancouver Canucks have put together 2 wins so far this season, but not enough for a team that was supposed to make the playoffs. Nice shot there from the Vancouver Canucks. Shots are now 14-11 in favor of Vancouver. Canucks must keep shooting on goal and they will eventually get through. Yeah, that's the plan. Keep shooting the puck on net and good things will happen. We see what happened with the power play goal. Quinn Hughes takes a shot on net and Bo Horvat is there to tip it. So, throw anything you can on net. It doesn't hurt, especially for a struggling team like the Vancouver Canucks. Again, as they show Dallas Eakins here on the camera, he looks like he's aged. He's aged heavily since being head coach of the Anaheim Ducks. Dakota Joshua jumping in the draw here as there's a face-off in the Anaheim Ducks zone, and they clear the zone. Vancouver has their 4th line out there, hoping to generate some energy here. 3 minutes into this first period, folks. Again, I mean, it's 1-1, so it hasn't been the slowest game in the world. But to be quite honest, the offense wasn't quite there in the first period, not what I expected. So we might see, a slight uptick here in the second period as far as goals. Hey, Newfie saying, all right, got to go. It's already 12:45. Have a good night. Hey, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it. I know it's late over there. The time difference is crazy. So really do appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for supporting the Hockey Podcast Network. Know you're a big fan of Terry Ryan's podcast, which is produced by us, by the Hockey Podcast Network. So really do appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Anaheim Ducks with a nice shot on net there. They're controlling the zone pretty well here, 5-on-5, which is slightly surprising. So there we go. The Anaheim Ducks cycling the puck in the Vancouver Canucks zone. Ethan Bear out there for the Vancouver Canucks, new addition to the team. Recent trade from the Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, this 4th line for the Canucks is struggling just to get the puck out of the zone. And that's not what you want as a 4th line. And here, Podkolzin coming up on the rush and a nice shot. And it is stopped by John Gibson. Coming the other way now, the Anaheim Ducks off the rush. And they're called for an offside. Again, shots are now 15-11 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. Showing the replay here of Podkolzin. A nice shot. I mean, it was off. It was an outside shot, but he actually got a good one off there. It had a decent chance of going in. All right, folks, puck drop in the neutral zone. Let's see who's the difference maker in this game. Again, it's been fairly quiet. I'm waiting for somebody to step it up. Waiting for something from, a player like Elias Pettersson or Trevor Zegras of the Anaheim Ducks. And this Canucks team though, it's tough. It's been a tough go in the early goings of this season. I went to the New Jersey Devils game, the Vancouver Canucks New Jersey Devils. The Canucks look slow. They look like they didn't have a lot of compete. So you got to imagine that if the losses keep piling up here in Vancouver, that some big moves are going to come down the pipeline. And I mean, they kind of have to. So will a player like Bo Horvat be traded on an expiring contract? Will a player like Brock Besser potentially be moved? Can JT Miller be moved? I don't think so. But hey, you got to imagine everybody's in play at this point. Again, thanks to all the new subs. Really do appreciate every single subscriber on this channel. So if you're a new sub, drop in, say hi in the live chat, and I'll bring your comments up on the screen. Again, appreciate all the new subscribers to our YouTube channel. Hey, Connor, what's up? Thanks for jumping on, buddy. Tanner Pearson has done a hell of a job showing himself the exit door, gave up such a costly penalty goal to New Jersey. Yeah, Tanner Pearson, while I'm maybe not the biggest Tanner Pearson fan to begin with, he has not looked that great this season. Oh, and the Canucks off the post. Off the post, Elias Pettersson feeds it to Mikheyev, and he hits it off the post. Man, that should have been a goal. You should have sunk that one. It was almost 2-1 for the Canucks, but that one rings off the post. Mikheyev's struggling out there a little bit, to be honest. I know he just had a great chance, but I don't know about Mikheyev's skating. I really don't know. Other Vancouver fans, let me know, watching this guy, do you think his skating is quite where we want it to be? I mean, this game keeps getting faster. As the Anaheim Ducks now entering the zone. Trevor Zegras with some nice dangles. I mean, Trevor Zegras, one of the best young NHL players. He's going to turn into a real superstar in this league. Again, the Anaheim Ducks controlling the zone. Canucks struggling a bit on defense here as they finally clear the zone. Elias Pettersson throwing around the body a little bit, which you like to see. He's not no Austin Matthews. All right, folks, 13 minutes left in this second period. And again, I apologize. I'm being transparent. I have to jump after the end of the second period. I have to go to Rogers Arena and pick somebody up. So, again, I'm going to have to jump off after the end of the second period. But hey, we still got another whole period together. I'll stay on a little bit for the intermission, but then I'm going to have to jump. Again, more content coming from this channel. Grant Hakeem is jumping on tomorrow to do the Sabres and Hurricanes game, which should be a lot of fun. 4 o'clock Pacific, so make sure you don't miss that one. Still 1-1 here, 12 minutes left in the second period. Shots are 16-11 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. There's another weak shot there on Spencer Martin, who, by the way, Spencer Martin's in net for the Canucks, not Thatcher Demko. Demko, again, he's been struggling a little bit this year, but you can't put the blame on him. I just think that he's not quite, the superstar level that he was. Excuse me, the burp's coming out. Andrew saying we will going to be missing you. Hey, buddy, again, appreciate you jumping on this one. And you know what? I hope you catch Grant tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed his live streams. He does an awesome job, in my opinion. So he'll be doing the Sabres and Hurricanes tomorrow, which should be a lot of fun. John is saying Demko is letting too many rebounds happen. Yeah, the problem is when you're letting up rebounds and the defense isn't good, it's kind of a recipe for disaster. A good defense would be able to clear those rebounds or make up for those mistakes. But when you don't have that, and the Vancouver Canucks don't necessarily have that right now, again, it's kind of a recipe for disaster. And that's why you see these goal totals against the Vancouver Canucks up there in the 4 and 5s because of situations like that. Andrew saying, where's the backup for Demko? The backup for Demko is in net right now. It's Spencer Martin. He's playing for the Canucks. Again, Spencer Martin's been pretty good. I've liked Spencer Martin's performances so far for the Canucks. Connor saying Martin should be in goal for the next few games. Demko has really struggled. Yeah, Demko, again, like I said, hasn't had the greatest start here to the season, but neither has the team. So I don't know where you place the blame, but Spencer Martin, great goalie. I'd like to see him get a few more games, really see what this guy's made of. Nate saying, are we going to argue the Ducks have worse defense than the Canucks? I mean, here, let me look at the Ducks defense. I mean, I don't know, Nate. Let me know what you think. And by the way, folks, Nate Thomas, the host of the Quack Report on the Hockey Podcast Network, covering everything Anaheim Ducks and more. I mean, they get into everything on that podcast. Big movie buffs, big music fans too. So they get into a little bit of everything on the Quack Report. It's a good time. Go check it out, folks. Wherever you get your podcast from, or the hockeypodcastnetwork.com, Quack Report. And they just dropped some merch too, actually. Some really slick looking merch. So go check out the Quack Report. Andrew B. really likes Spencer Knight. Yeah, I like Spencer Knight too. I think he's been pretty solid for the Vancouver Canucks so far. I mean, hey, Nate, I'm just looking at the Ducks roster. I mean, they added Klingberg on that 1-year contract. I forgot about that. Nate saying power play for sure is worse. That Terry power play goal is our first since our home opener. Wow, that's rough. I mean, I guess the Vancouver Canucks power play hasn't been much better. But yeah, special teams do make the world of difference. So when you've only scored 2 power play goals in the entire season, that's not a great look. Again, 2 struggling teams right now, the Anaheim Ducks and the Vancouver Canucks. Who else does Anaheim have on defense? Vakanainen, Colton White, Dmitry Kulikov. Is that right? No, that's let me look at a more updated roster here. Oh, and the Vancouver Canucks with a goal. There we go. Vancouver Canucks are up 2-1 now. I think that was Elias Pettersson putting that one in to give Vancouver Canucks the lead. It is now 2-1 in favor of the Canucks. There we go. Goal from the Vancouver Canucks. Elias Pettersson again making this one 2-1. Let's see the replay on this one because I'm not going to lie. I missed this one. Kuzmenko Mikheyev playing well along the boards. How about the compete from Elias Pettersson in front of the net? That's an unreal goal from Pettersson. Camps out in front of the net, picks up the puck, kicks it to his stick, and puts the puck in the back of the net. Great goal from Elias Pettersson. He's having a great season so far. He really is. Nate saying Vakanainen and Drysdale are both hurt. Drysdale might be out for the season. No word of Vakanainen since the preseason. That's not great. That's not great for a team that's already struggling, Nate. I'm sure you guys have discussed it a lot on the Quack Report. But yeah, injuries to the back end, that can really sink a team, especially when your back end already isn't that strong. You don't have that many options, and then you get a couple injuries that can sink your season, unfortunately. But hey, maybe Connor Bedard is in the works for one of these two teams here. I mean, none of them have been doing too well as of late, so you never know what happens here. And another attempt for the Vancouver Canucks, and a great save. A great save as the Vancouver Canucks putting on more pressure here. Wow, what a save that was, just robbing the Canucks I think it was JT Miller with the shot there. I could be mistaken, but wow, absolute robbery. All right, folks, we're halfway through the second period, and that means we're halfway through this game, unless, of course, they go to overtime. But technically, 10 minutes into the second period is halfway through the game. So there we go. Again, appreciate everyone that's jumped on, watched this live stream with me, commented in the live chat. It's been a lot of fun so far. I have to jump after the second period, but again, we haven't done a watch party in a few days. I figured I had to jump on and say what's up to the folks, let you all converse in the live chat, and I know we've all missed each other, so there we go. Keeping the channel alive. Again, we have another live stream coming tomorrow. Grant Hakeem is doing the Sabres and the Hurricanes game tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific. So make sure you catch that game. Should be a fun one. Hurricanes are a great team. I'd love to see them live. All right, some action now in the Vancouver Canucks end. Again, we're getting another look at Ethan Bear, who's partnered up with Tyler Myers. Interesting pairing. New addition for the Vancouver Canucks. All sports fan Adam, Dallas Eakins is worse than a level 10 tropical hurricane. At least there's rubble left after that. Hey, here's the thing. If you're tanking for Bedard, is Dallas Eakins maybe not a good option to have as your head coach? I'm just saying. Let's take a look at the other games going around the league. It is 3-2 for the Oilers in the third period. 3-1 for the Predators with 6 minutes left in that game. 4-0 for the Stars over the Coyotes in the second period. And it is 1-0 for the Panthers over the Sharks' first intermission in that game. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, big shout out to all the new subscribers. Really do appreciate it. And hey, anybody that's subscribed to my other channel, the Canucks Weekly Podcast, really appreciate you subbing to that channel as well. Keegan is going. All right, we'll see, Keegan. Thanks for jumping on, though. I know you're a new sub to the channel, so I really do appreciate you subbing and checking out this live stream for the Vancouver Canucks against the Anaheim Ducks. Again, Grant will be back tomorrow covering the Sabres and the Hurricanes. That should be a fun one. Make sure you jump in the live chat, show Grant some love, like the video, all that fun stuff. Share it with your friends. Sign up for DraftKings, promo code THPN. Link is below. Again, for anybody that hasn't heard the offer, for new users right now, sign up for DraftKings with promo code THPN. The link is in the description below. You sign up, you put $5 on any NHL team and get $200 in free bets if they win. It's an amazing offer. Basically, you have a 50-50 chance of just getting $200 in free bets, which is pretty incredible. Nate saying there's a difference between losing respectively and embarrassingly. Eakins contributes to the latter. Only 11 games in, and I've almost lost my voice a couple times already. Yeah, fair enough. And I know what you mean. I mean, we've been through stints like that with the Canucks, and to be honest, the start of this season has been extremely frustrating. I think for the Canucks, it's been a long time of mediocre hockey, as there's a bit of a scrum here behind the net. And Anaheim, there's a lot of good young players in there, but, it's a fair question. Is Dallas Eakins the right guy, the right coach for these young players? I don't know. All sports, I'm going to sign up and I will choose any team for the $5, but the Ducks, fair enough. Keep your chances high of winning that $200 in free bets, and don't bet on the Ducks. That's a good choice. But hey, thanks for signing up for DraftKings. Again, anybody that's 21 or older, show some love for this channel. Keep the channel alive. Sign up for DraftKings with promo code THPN. Keeps us doing these watch parties. Big shout out to DraftKings. There we go. Angus chiming in with Nate. Again, folks, check out Nate's podcast. Nate's in the live chat here, but Nate does the Quack Report on the Hockey Podcast Network, and Nate's actually done some watch parties too on this YouTube channel. So some of you might be familiar with him already, doing his podcast with Carter. Carter, by the way, producer of Tales of TR. There we go. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, it's 2-1 Vancouver. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in this second period. Shots are pretty close. 18-6 right now. Some physical action going on. Vancouver has their fourth line out. Dakota Joshua, Jack Studnicka, and Niels Oman, who I've actually liked Niels Oman so far. Hey, Mason, what's up? Thanks for jumping in again, buddy. Thanks for jumping on the Canucks Weekly podcast as well. I know you were I don't know if you were in last stream, but you were in the stream the week before, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for jumping on, buddy. If you can, like the video. I don't know what we're at for likes right now. We were trying to get this 35 because unfortunately I have to jump off after the second period, so we don't get a full game of likes. So I think 35 likes is a decent goal here. All right, folks, 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in this period. Vancouver Canucks making a push here in the offensive zone. Nice pass out to Pettersson. Pettersson's been playing great tonight, by the way, for Canucks fans. Kuzmenko, Mikheyev, and Pettersson. It's been a pretty solid line. I'm not going to lie. I've really liked this line. There we go. It's not letting me bring up comments here for some reason. So I apologize to you folks, not able to bring up the comments for whatever reason. Maybe it's something going wrong with my computer here. I'm gonna try and get this sorted out here. I can't bring up your comments, folks. Keep them rolling in, but I can't bring them up. I'm sorry. I apologize. Did my mouse just die? I think my mouse just died. I don't know. This is weird. This is really weird. I think my mouse has died, folks. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I can't bring up your comments. There we go. I got it fixed. Currently at 26 likes. That was super weird. StreamYard is messing with me today. Canucks with another chance here, and JT Miller with the goal. There we go. It is 3-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. JT Miller with basically an empty net there on the side of the net with a goal. 3-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Rogers Arena is just buzzing right now. All good, Mason. All good. Appreciate it, buddy. 26 likes. Right. Appreciate it. 3-1 now for the Vancouver Canucks on Kevin BX tonight. JT Miller puts in that one. Let's watch the replay. Quinn Hughes taking a shot from the point. JT Miller with the feed from Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat feeds it across the ice to JT Miller and puts it in the yawning cage. Mason, I have to jump off after the end of this period, unfortunately. But Grant will be back for a live stream tomorrow. So make sure you check him out. And I'll be back next Wednesday on the Canucks Weekly podcast for another Canucks live stream. All right, folks, it is 3-1 for the Canucks. 6 minutes left in this game. Mason, all right, fair enough, buddy. Thanks for jumping on nonetheless. Thanks for liking the stream. Really do appreciate it. Shots are 20-16 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, hey, Nate, if you want to take over and keep this live stream going, I mean, it's totally up to you. Oh, another shot there from the Vancouver Canucks. The fourth line, again, just buzzing right now. showing a replay of that goal. JT Miller just puts it in. Again, some criticism for JT Miller early on this season, but he's put in a few goals. The big contract comes with big expectations, but I don't know. I've liked what I've seen from JT Miller in the last couple games, at least. I've really liked what I've seen out of Elias Pettersson so far. You got to think that slowly things are coming together for this Canucks team. You got to hope, at least. Hey, we're at 27 likes. There we go. Let's get to 30 at least before I have to jump off this stream. Let's get to 30 likes. All right, folks, the shots again, 20-16 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. The goals are 3-1 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. Thanks, everybody that's watching this game. It's been a lot of fun. This game's been a lot of fun. The chat has been buzzing. Big shout out to everybody in the live chat. Yeah, Andrew, we got Angus, we got Mason, we got Nate of the Quack Report, all sports fan Adam, Keegan, John. We got a lot of different people in the live stream, so appreciate everybody. And then Connor, of course, good goal, Millsy. Now need to hold the cushion. Yeah, that is kind of the problem. The 2-goal lead, the dreaded 2-goal lead in hockey. Has Kevin even played? Well, Kevin Bieksa won't be actually playing tonight. It's more of a ceremonial thing that he signs the 1-day contract and gets to retire as a Vancouver Canuck. But they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna put him out there on the ice. As they showed a shot of Rogers Arena and someone was asleep. I mean, I love that. I love that. Just a super entertaining game apparently for that fan. All right, folks, we're back at it. Again, 3-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Shots, 20-16. Well, Connor, it's a ceremonial thing. He doesn't actually play. The guy's been retired for years. He's gonna come out there and just get absolutely destroyed by somebody. That's not what you want to see. So whenever you see these 1-day contracts, the guys don't actually play for the team. Like, they don't actually jump on the ice and play. It's all ceremonial just so Kevin Bieksa can retire a Vancouver Canuck. All right, I got a screenshot of that person sleeping in Rogers Arena. That's my stream is slightly delayed now because I had to get that. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second period. That's like stealing for a living for 1 day. Hey, they wanted him to retire officially as a Vancouver Canuck, and I can't blame them. Kevin Bieksa was a great part of this organization. He's doing great things now with Hockey Night in Canada and his broadcasting career, which is really cool to see. So happy for Kevin Bieksa. Again, folks, I'm going to be jumping off after the end of the second period. I got to go down to Rogers Arena and pick somebody up from the arena. So I got to drive ahead of me. But appreciate everybody jumping on this live watch party, live watch along, whatever you want to call it, and joining me for this game. It's been a lot of fun. Canucks with another chance there. Just goes wide of the net. Oh, and another chance there. Oh, Podkolzin almost swings and hits the rebound in, but just misses the puck. The Vancouver Canucks really applying the pressure late here in the game. Or in the second period, sorry. Angus says 1-day contract equals $25 for promotion along with free hot dog and a soda. There you go. Love it. Nate saying income. Oh, and there we go. Speak of the devil. We have Nate in the stream. Nate has come in from the live chat into the live stream. Nate, how's it going, buddy?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm a Canucks fan, so it's going horribly. No, it's
You guys
going
are up
pretty good.
3-1. What are you talking about?
No, I know. You're right. You're right. I should be doing a little bit better. But yeah, no, I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. Thanks for jumping on the stream. Yeah, for once the Vancouver Canucks are up. But here's the thing: the Canucks are famous for blowing leads in the third period, especially 2-goal leads. So there's still some faith. There's still some hope for your Anaheim Ducks there.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance. There's a chance. Exactly.
If the Ducks could actually make a win streak, like a legitimate one, that would be nice. Because, yeah, even just like a win in regulation, I guess, because the Ducks have yet to have one this season. They're 3 wins, overtime, and a shootout.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, the Canucks have put 2 wins together against the Kraken, which isn't saying that much, and one against the Penguins, which I don't think the Penguins even really showed up to that game. But so far this season, I don't know. This Canucks team just doesn't look like the real deal. Doesn't look like they're going to go to the playoffs or anything like that. And Canucks just hit it off the crossbar there. Nice chance from the Canucks.
Yeah, not the way that they've been playing lately, but I don't know. You can't really the Kraken this year, like you can't really seem to underestimate them, right? Like they just
True.
took on they just beat the Calgary Flames coming back huge in the third period there the other night.
Yeah, I mean, it's a young man's league, and they have a lot of good young players on that team. So, I mean, if 1 or 2 of those guys, are come out with surprising seasons, that could change it for the Kraken. They could have a surprise year. I don't know if they're going to continue this into the second half of the season. It'll be interesting to see. But, I've liked what I've seen from the Kraken so far.
Yeah, they've been good. Matty Beniers has been so fun to watch this season.
Yeah, and that's the difference too, I think. Especially with the Kraken, say they start losing some games, at least it's pretty entertaining hockey. You see some good individual performances from young players like that. So far this year for the Canucks, it's been, kind of lackluster individual performances from guys, and it hasn't been great hockey to watch at the end of the day. So, hey, Kraken fans, you got some entertaining hockey there. I see as soon as you jumped on, Lauren jumped on. Big fan of the Quack Report, so there you go.
I didn't even put anything. It's purely just the chat. I didn't put anything on Twitter that I was hopping in here or anything like that. So Lauren, I guess we've just converted her to come in to watch the watch-alongs at this point. So we did say on our live stream last night for our episode that you were doing the game tonight. So it's good to see Lauren in the chat, and a lot of familiar faces or names, I guess, in the chat. It's been awesome to see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Angus is saying, "Hey, Nate."
What's going on, Angus?
Saying the passing of the virtual baton has happened. Absolutely, it has. That's awesome. Yeah, Nate coming and saving the day, keeping this live stream going. That's awesome.
Ooh. I don't know if I'm ahead of you or what.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
3-2. Big shout out to Sportsnet now. I'm paying for your service and you're delayed. 3-2 now for the Vancouver Canucks as the Anaheim Ducks with a nice goal there.
Hey, at least you're able to get Sportsnet, like just being one province over. I can't watch this game through Sportsnet that I also pay for.
Man, it's ridiculous.
So,
I mean, you can do a whole podcast episode on, how they've completely botched this.
Yeah. Well, it's not even like, in that case, it's not even like Sportsnet, right? Because like I even went into their FAQs and like it's the NHL and their blackout restrictions that are still from 1991. Like
insane.
You know how much has changed since 1991? Like
yeah, like a big thing called like the internet, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, in 91, streaming services weren't a thing. And that's where I'm not going to say everybody, but that's where a lot of people are watching games now. Like, get with the times, man.
Streaming services weren't a thing. I wasn't even a thing yet. I was like,
I wasn't
years away from being born.
Yeah, exactly.
What year were you born again, actually?
93.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not. I knew you weren't too much older than me, but
yeah. So yeah, neither of us were around, and that's the last time they changed the rules. So shows you how up to date the NHL is.
Good times. Good times.
Connor saying, "Wonder what it feels like being a goalie, and you have to do everything by yourself to keep your team in the game." It must be tough. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on goaltenders already, but when you're coming into a game thinking the only way my team is going to win is if I stand on my head, man, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I feel like somebody should maybe ask John Gibson and Anthony Stolarz what that's like, especially this season. Jeez. And even then, like Gibson hasn't looked great at times, but he's been better as of late, I guess.
Well,
So
that's kind of the problem, when the team relies so much on the goaltender and the goaltender comes out and has an average game, it looks like he's playing bad. But it's like, you know what? No,
yeah.
he's playing average and he has a bad defense in front of him or a bad system in front of him. It's not necessarily that he's playing bad.
Yeah. Okay. So you obviously being a Canucks fan, I guess you get to see a lot more of it. Has Demko not been great, or has it been the rest of the team in front of him? Because, dude, my fantasy stats are hurting because of Demko.
Yeah, I know a lot of people took Demko, and he has been struggling. But again, I think it's a lot of what I was just talking about. He's had some average nights. He's had nights where he's not necessarily standing on his head, but he's not necessarily playing bad. It's just the defense in front of him has provided absolutely nothing.
Yeah, just no help. Okay.
Just no help. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, yeah, both these teams don't have great defenses, but yeah, the Vancouver Canucks defense has really struggled early on just to get the puck out of the zone. Without icing it, it's been a struggle for this team. So yeah, I mean, while Demko hasn't been superstar Demko, he's been pretty good, and it hasn't been enough for this Canucks team, unfortunately.
Yeeks.
Tough.
For sure.
Angus saying in 1991, I was 8 years shy of being on dial-up. Exactly.
I was definitely young, but I do remember that sound of dial-up.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I do remember it. Yeah.
Yes. Connor saying, take care, Dylan. See you on the next stream. Yeah, I'm going to be jumping off here in a couple minutes. Nate has come to the rescue. So if there's ever been a reason to throw in a donation, it's probably tonight with Nate jumping in to save the day. Just saying, folks.
I won't say no to it. It goes to, actually, I can't even say that it goes to my caffeine addiction anymore. I haven't been able to have caffeine in like 2 months, but it'll go towards my jersey addiction. How about that?
There you go. Yeah, jerseys ain't cheap, and you have a lot of them behind. I mean, how much have you spent on jerseys in your lifetime?
Oh God,
you don't even want to know.
Luckily, in the last 2 years, for like the Adidas ones, I've only bought, I guess, yeah, actually, I've only bought one at full price, and that was the first Flames Reverse Retro. Even their newest one, I somehow managed to get like at 10:01 local time when it got a release at 10. I got that for like $40 off somehow. So it's just finding deals and
this
that
guy's
sort of
scraping for deals. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no, I had to put some money aside this summer for a few different reverse retro jerseys. Calgary, Anaheim, obviously, and the Oilers one actually is one that I'm like really wanting to get. So I got a friend that works at Rogers Arena who's letting me use her employee discount there.
Oh,
so,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We won't drop any names. We don't want to get someone fired or anything.
I don't think she'll get fired. She already kind of asked about it of like, hey, like when can I use the discount? It's like, okay, when they're released on the 15th. All right, sounds good.
Right. There you go. Okay, but before I jump off, Nate, let's quickly have this conversation. Reverse Retros 2.0 for the NHL. Your favorite and least favorite?
Oh man.
It's tough. It really is.
Okay, trying not to be biased. The top one is either Calgary or Anaheim. Because so for Calgary, I love that pedestal jersey, and it'd be like I grew to love it through trying to find it actually, because that's the jersey the Flames wore when I was born in '97. And so just like through that, like I kind of grew to appreciate that jersey.
Right.
You don't see it behind me, but just kind of around to go out of my office here, it's hanging there with a matching snapback hat as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
The Ducks one, you can't go wrong with the original in like the modern colors, right? It's basically what the fans have been asking for years at this point and are still asking for as a full-time thing. The worst one, I might be in the minority on this, but like Chicago's bad in that kind of thing.
And the Detroit one, I'm not a big fan of either.
Yeah, Detroit's at least an improvement on their first one, but like
sure.
The one for me that's just not doing it that I think I'm in the minority on is Florida's. I'm not a fan of it.
Why?
There's too much going on there for me.
Thank you for saying that, because when I first saw it and I hadn't heard opinions from anybody, I was like, what the hell are the Panthers thinking? Like, what is this? And then I go online and everybody's just going crazy over this Panthers reverse retro. I agree. I'm just not a big fan of it. It doesn't look like an NHL jersey. That's all I'm going to say.
No, like the colors definitely work, but there's just like one too many. I think there's like 5 different colors going on there, which like it's a balancing act for that kind of stuff, right? But
Yeah.
the big thing for me is like the team is called the Panthers, but there are no Panthers logos on that jersey whatsoever.
Right.
It's
Right.
3 like there's like 2 different shoulder patches, and then the crest is a shoulder patch as well.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, like you have just a lot going on here. And then they're probably going to have the whatever advertisement that they have on the front of their jersey. On top of, they're going to have the what they're hosting the All-Star game this year. So they're going to have that patch on it, right? Like that's just going to be a very busy jersey.
Yeah, that's going to be a messy jersey. Yeah, I'm just quickly looking at the jerseys again to refresh myself. I mean, slightly biased here. I used to host a San Jose Sharks podcast, but I do love the Sharks jersey. You know, a throwback to the Golden Seals. So I thought that was pretty good. I love the Sharks regular jersey now. I think it pops on the screen. Their full-time jersey. I actually love that.
It took a couple viewings for me to get used to like the teal helmet, gloves, and pants. Like at first I was like, those should be black, but like
right.
The more I watch it, I'm like, okay, it can work. So it didn't work as quickly for me as like Colorado's did, going to like the full blue for their equipment.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, just lastly, again, I kind of mentioned it, but Chicago and Detroit, I mean, there's just no creativity in these jerseys, which is unfortunate. I mean, this is the time when you get to just mess around and put out something cool. And this is what the product you put forward to your fans to pay $200 a pop for. I don't know. Not a big fan of it.
Yeah, I was saying for Detroit, like you could have gone back to like the couple of Winter Classic jerseys or Stadium Series that they've done. Even like it's not like too retro, but they're kind of like they're one-offs. That'd be fun to even just do like an inverse of a couple of them, like the Stadium Series, right? That would be a kind of a cool one to do. But I understand for them though that there's not a whole lot there. The thing for Chicago is that there's not a whole lot there, and they've been a part of so many Winter Classics and whatnot that they've run the tank dry at this point, right? That there's like nothing really to go back to anymore. So you're like really digging in now for the Blackhawks and like changing logos basically. So
yeah, no, that's fair enough. And then one last comment. I always get a chuckle, you know, like the Vegas Golden Knights and the Seattle Kraken doing a reverse retro. It's like, well, what like retro? Like it doesn't make any sense. I don't mind their jerseys, but still, I think it's kind of funny.
The Seattle one I really like because it is just kind of like a modernization of that old Iron Man jersey. And the Vegas one is kind of cool because they took it in a different approach this time, right? Like not looking back at something, but more just looking back at a year and like, okay, if the team was around in 1995, what would that look like?
I agree.
So,
yeah, I agree.
That was a jersey that I thought worked out really well. And I do have a friend that was part of that design team who was just gave me like a couple little nuggets, just mainly like the diagonal Vegas and like the black color. That's all he really gave me. But it was definitely like a jersey. Yeah, that was really cool. He didn't tell me that part though. So that was a fun thing to see. So nice. But I thought those both turned out really well. So I think I tagged you. I don't remember if you responded or not, but what do you think of the Canucks one?
I actually like it. I mean, I was at their game on Tuesday when they wore them. So I was in the arena for that one. It looked really good. I mean, I don't know how it looked on TV. In person, I really liked it. I've always been a big fan of Johnny Canucks, so I like them throwing it in there. You know, I'd say they're in the upper half of reverse retros this year. I do like what they put together. I didn't like their first one, the Sprite can. Wasn't a big fan of that reverse retro, but I like the Johnny Canuck.
See, and I feel like I'm in the minority on the Sprite can because they had a couple still in Calgary just like a couple weeks ago. And I was tempted to even message you about like the Canucks jersey that I have, which was their last third jersey. with like the stick and rink, and
Okay,
ask
yeah.
if you wanted it so I could pay for the Sprite jersey, because I was just like, this like still works for me. So,
Hey,
but
I saw the Sprite jersey at Winners, like a whole lot of them for like $50 a pop. So hey, maybe check out your local
ooh,
Winners. You might find a cheap one.
might have to, because there was one time actually, for those that don't know, I'm in southern Alberta, so like the closest team to me is Calgary, which is like a 2-hour drive away. But they had like the aviator blue Jets alternate at
Oh, okay.
Winners. So they didn't have any in my size, but they had some in my friends' sizes who are jersey collectors. So I'm like running in like 5 minutes before closing because I don't want these things to be gone.
Yeah.
And like the person at the front is even like, "Hey, we're closed in 5 minutes." I'm like, "Give me 2 and I will be out." Sure enough, like I went, grabbed them, rung them through, and I was like walking out, and they like, I could see them looking at their watch. You weren't kidding. That's literally 2 minutes.
That's awesome. Any excuse to get a new jersey, right?
Exactly.
All right, Nate. Hey, buddy, I really appreciate you jumping on, saving this live stream, keeping it going. Hey, maybe we get an OT game here, like all sports fan Adam is saying. There's still hope for OT.
Hey,
That'd be a lot
and
of fun.
for OT, Anaheim is 3-1 when having to go in extra time. So
There we go.
there's a chance. There's a
There's a
chance.
chance. All right, buddy. I'm gonna take off. Have a good stream. Thanks again for jumping on.
Yeah, no worries, bud. We'll catch you soon.
All right, see you later.
So yeah. All right. So what a game we got going so far here, actually. It's a little bit tighter than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, if you're just kind of tuning back in and you're like, hey, this isn't Dylan anymore, you're right. It's not Dylan. My name is Nate. I am the co-host of the Quack Report, the Anaheim Ducks show on the Hockey Podcast Network. And yeah, I was in the chat earlier with a bunch of you guys, and uh, saw that Dylan was only able to stay to the second period. And I was like, oh, I'll hop in. We'll keep this party going. So yeah, Canucks still leading the team, or still leading the game, I guess. 3-2 currently. See if here, I will pull up just so I can have it here now. Pull up the score stuff. Here we go. So yeah, currently shots are 26-20 in favor of the Canucks. What else we got here? Just kind of checking out some stats here. Block shots 7-5. Yeah, Vancouver's been putting the body in front of Anaheim's shots here. John Gibson doing well though. 23 or 21 saves on, or sorry, 23 saves on 25 shots here. And yeah, just they're going good. So Spencer Martin's doing really good as well tonight for Vancouver, I think. So, but yeah, this game is going a-okay. So we haven't checked the chat here, I guess, in a little while since basically since I popped in here. So let's take a look at what we got here. We got all sports fan Adam and Lauren going back and forth with the football chat here. I do like this one though. All sports fan Adam saying, "How does someone sports Steelers and Ducks cope with life? The great mystery losses are piling up faster than Christmas presents." Now, I'm not a massive football person, but the last stream that Carter and I did, we had somebody who wasn't a massive hockey person who was betting with DraftKings as well. Had made I think it was a 5-game parlay, and just happened to include, I think it was the Tampa and Anaheim game in there with a Tampa Bay win. And they cashed out a little early. They played it safe. I think the game was tied 2-2 at that point. But I think they had like a $20 bet that they turned into 200 and some dollars. And you could do something similar while playing responsibly with DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the promo code THPN for exclusive offers. Our good friends there over at DraftKings. So let's take a look here. Connor saying, for the record, I prefer the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. I like it. I like it. Yeah, all sports fan Adam still hope for OT, and there is you're right, there is another period in there as well. It's going through. He's got a lot of football chat, and I do like it. So, and Yes, Adam, I will be sticking here for the third period. So got Lauren exiting, C and Nate's. We'll catch you later, Lauren. Thanks for sticking around with Dylan for a while there. We got Parlay Ren saying the Ducks win. Vancouver drops every game. Man, I don't know if you've looked at Anaheim's record lately either, though, but they went on a 7-game losing streak after winning their home opener. They've now won 2 back-to-back games before this one, but both were coming in extra time here. So still 0 regulation wins for the Anaheim Ducks this season. But you never know. This game is up for grabs. That is for sure. Got Jeff in the chat. What's up, bro? I love your podcast. Blues fan in St. Louis. What's going on, Jeff? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Parlay Ren saying, let's get a parlay going, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Let me, throw it in. What, if you're doing something, what are you doing for that? Angus saying hello to Jeff. Hope all is well. All right, we are going to take a quick break here before the start of the third period. Again, promo code THPN with DraftKings there for some exclusive offers, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back again. If you were tuned out for a little bit there, you're going, hey, this isn't Dylan anymore. You're right. My name's not Dylan. My name's Nate. I am the co-host of the Quack Report on the Hockey Podcast Network. Saw that Dylan was only going to be here for the 2 periods, and I thought, you know what? We can keep this party going for the rest of the game here. So let's have some fun. You know what? It's 3-2 right now for Vancouver. I want to see some score predictions here. Do you see Vancouver taking this, keeping the lead? Or does Anaheim come through and take this game and put their win streak to 3? Throw it in the comments there and let's see what's going on. As we just had puck drop there. Again, shots are 26-20 in favor of the Canucks. All Sports Fan Adam saying the Quack Report. I'm sub 2. Great insight and debate from Carter and Nate. Yeah, the debate part especially has been a thing. It's been kind of nice actually to disagree with Carter in a couple different aspects here. I know the most recent was the ice time of Mason McTavish in the Ducks' last game against that San Jose on Tuesday night there. So only having 6 minutes ice time, but if I'm not mistaken, he is doing better tonight. But Carter had some reasons that that was totally fine, and we had good debate about it. Exactly. So and while we're on the subject, I am going to take a look actually at what some of the current ice times are right now. Let's take a look. Where are we? Here we go. And a nice glove save by Gibson there through some traffic. And another quick whistle. Team stats for tonight. Yeah, McTavish is already at his time on ice that he had for the entirety of the last game there. 5 shifts in the first period, 2 shifts in the second, 2 shifts in the third. So, but mind you, they were trying him at center, which is his normal position on the fourth line, though. So, but with how that third line of Lundstrom, Silverberg, and Grant has been doing lately, it's hard to, I guess, rational. Like the more I kind of think about what Carter was saying, it does make sense to have McTavish start that fourth line center role, but I feel like the third line would have been the place for him. And he's don't have two, like you don't have a third and a fourth line, have like 2 third lines if you want to make it that way. All Sports Fan Adam saying Lauren's probably gone to play Pokemon and rest her weary head of the Ducks. Yeah, I know the Ducks are down right now, but I had to come watch this game a little bit more than I was watching this and Calgary Nashville at the same time, and the Nashville Calgary one was getting me a little riled up there. If you didn't see Nashville winning that game 4-1, and what is John Gibson doing there? He's looking like my car on icy roads a couple of years ago there. Geez, spinning around but he's able to keep it out. Vancouver's got some good offensive pressure going right now, which I'm not liking from the Ducks' perspective. But John Gibson is just staying steady. I'm liking that. That's something that kind of had to come back to Gibson lately, is just kind of that steadiness from him. Jeff was asking, I'm doing fine. How are you and your crew, to Angus? And Angus was saying about the same as usual, Jeff. The Blues lost 5-2 to the Islanders. Yikes. Okay, Jeff, you might not like this comment, but man, somebody's got to give Jordan Binnington what he wants. If you didn't see, Jordan Binnington giving a pretty good shoulder bump to Ilya Sorokin as they were passing each other. I believe it was Sorokin, at least tonight, during the intermissions there. And that guy is like, he is straight up asking for a fight with his antics, like literally asking for a fight. Somebody needs to give it to him, and he's probably going to have his clock rung, is my thought. But I don't know. That's another thing you guys can throw in the chat there. If Jordan Binnington does get the fight he wants, does he do okay, or does he just get ragdolled? Let me know. Parlay Ren saying caught the Devils at plus 350 tonight. Parlay with the Ducks at 145. Panthers at negative 1.5 odds at plus 1850. Dang. And Angus with a $10 tip. Dude, thank you so much for that. If you guys want to be like Angus, it would be very much appreciated. There is a little dollar thing just under the chat there that you can contribute. The money does go directly, in this case, to me. I'll split it with Dylan in this case, right? Because he had 2 of the 3 periods. I'm just coming in to keep the party going at this point. But if you guys want to contribute as well, you can do that like Angus there. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, all hail King Angus. I like it. Parlay Ren saying take the Ducks live now at plus 400. What? I want to take a look at this. That might be worth putting a buck down or two. Jeff saying thank goodness it's early. Lauren saying, Nate, the Edmonton Coilers choked at home. Seriously. Hey, don't let Carter hear you say that. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't disagree, but you might get him riled up there pretty good. Just taking a look at what the score was there. Oh, yeah, 4-3 for the Devils there, beating the Edmonton Oilers. Shots were 43-37 in that game. All right, we are 5 minutes into this third period here. Vancouver and Anaheim. Parlay Rensane basically begging you to take. Yeah, it's tempting, man. It is tempting. I'm also looking at the shots though, and I mean, Anaheim just doesn't really get many chances as a whole, but I don't know. This could be interesting. Vancouver is playing very well. I have to say it. It might just be because they're playing Anaheim. I can say that and not have it be. It's more a shot at the Ducks than it is to the Canucks in this case. Dylan, if you are still kind of listening in, please don't take offense to it. It's more on the Ducks. Oh, and there's the Canucks jamming it in, and Gibson doesn't look happy about that. But as it stands right now, Canucks scoring makes it 4-2 in favor of the Canucks. Parlay Ren, even if this goal does stand, what are we thinking? How are we feeling about that? They're going to take a look, and there could definitely be a case there with who is that on Vancouver though? Stamika? Am I saying that right? Somebody can correct me in the comments there. But he definitely gets body on John Gibson there trying to cover the puck and moves him to the left. Puck goes back out to the right. So you could definitely have a challenge there. Yeah, there you go. We are going to have a coach's challenge here. There you go. We are officially challenging for goaltender interference. Throw it in the chat. Goal or no goal? I'm saying no goal, and I'm not trying to be biased on it. If you listen to the Quack Report, you definitely know I can be not biased. Okay, here we got the overhead view. Yeah, I think that's going to be no goal. But we will find out here. Here we go, ruling. What? What? All right, apparently that's a good goal. And again, we ask, what is goaltender interference? The NHL asks as well because they don't know what it is either. Yikes. You know what? I try not to text right now, but I am gonna text Carter here and just say, what is goaltender interference? If Carter replies, I will let you guys know. Jeez. That was a good challenge by Dallas Eakins. That should have been called back. I would love to know the exact reason as to why that got called. Still a good goal. Parlay Ren saying he feels terrible right now. All right, that is definitely a good goal right there. It is now 5-2 for the Canucks. Oh. Yeah, the Anaheim broadcast crew, accurately describing it. Just extra salt in the wound at this point here. Yikes. Yeah, Parlay Ren saying that was a goal from earlier. Adam saying bit of a dodgy call. Okay, I'm glad it's not like a little bit of bias coming out here. Got Elias Pettersson saying, "Let's go Canucks." Dude, shouldn't you be playing right now? What are you doing? I mean, I appreciate you tuning into the watch along, but like your team's up 5-2. Oh, and that was almost 6-2. Ringing it off the goalpost here. Yikes. Lauren saying, I'm just angry. I'm going to rage after this game if we lose. You know what? Very well deserved. I think even just for that call, that deserves raging, at least. Adam saying, Ducks used to have credibility, and Eakins is a clown. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Whoops. Yeah. If you listen to the Quack Report, Carter and I show on the Hockey Podcast Network there, you know that we're not overly fans of Dallas Eakins. If it makes anybody feel better, though, he's not going to be here after this season. At most, you got 5 months left of him, which I know seems like a long time, but it's 5 more months. Just 5 more months. We got Duck saying Kuzmenko. Woo! Parlay Ren, parlay cooked. Oh. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Duck saying GG's, boys? There's still a little bit of time. I'm not holding out, though, so just in case, GG. Lauren, and now another one. When is Dallas Eakins going to be fired? Trick question. He won't. Unlike, like I was saying on the Quack Report, I think it was a couple episodes ago, like they have to lose in embarrassing fashion 1 or 2 more times, I'd say. And depending on the team too. Like if you lose him, like that game against San Jose on Tuesday night there, if you lose that one 5-2, something like that, to like the Sharks, which can't even really say much more, but it's, yeah, that's where you're kind of getting it, I think. The Anaheim broadcast showing the goal that got called back on Anaheim, that Anaheim never touches the goalie. We did talk about this on the podcast, which by definition and what there is in the rule of goaltender interference, that is unfortunately the right call. However, there's nothing in the rule book for goaltender interference on a deflection shot. So we're having some issues with that, at least. Adam saying Dallas Eakins shouldn't have been given backing, and now look at the results. My thought on it is that Pat Verbeek has somebody else in mind, but they aren't available just yet. So you have a guy that at least knows the room, so you keep him around for the 1 more season, right? It wasn't a contract extension or anything like that for Dallas Eakins. It was just like an option in his contract for an additional year is what it was. So Lauren's saying hi to Allie and saying that she's just angry. Yep. Parlay Ren, we're going to OT, folks. That is a tall prediction here, but 12 and a half minutes left, down by 3. Crazy. I've seen crazier things happen. You never know. Adam to Lawrence becoming comical now, how bad things have to be for them to ask. And Parlay Ren, he might be onto something here as the Ducks score. Makes it 5-3, but Max Comtois pulling through for the Ducks here. Comtois getting on the breakaway and yeah, stretching out Spencer Martin. Good play there. I gotta say, Max Comtois has been playing so much better this year compared to last. I know he dealt with injury stuff, and he also didn't come to camp by the sounds of it in the best shape. He's looking really good so far this season, I think, especially compared to last year there. So here's hoping he can have another really good season here. Adam's saying there's still a chance overtime. Let's go. Parlay is Nostradamus. Parlay ran one more with 3 minutes and the tie with 1 minute left. Okay, you know what? Just for like the specifics, I'm writing that down. And oh, what a big save by Gibson there on the 2-on-0 looked like. All right, Parlay saying comes 5-4 with 3 minutes and 5-5 with 1 minute. Okay, I have that written down here. We will see. We will see if Parlay Ren is a time traveler here. He's saying book it. Kid Joven Pure Wall saying, "Bruh, 2 minutes ago you were raging. Now you're happy. Welcome to Anaheim Ducks hockey, dude." It's not even me in particular. It's just Anaheim Ducks hockey. It is a emotional roller coaster. It takes years off your life. The place I was working at this summer was working with like some high school kids, and I had them at like guess how old I am, and they were saying like 32. Fun fact, I'm 25. So I think that just proves that this team can take years off your life. We got Donnell in the chat. Donnell, what's going on, buddy? What happened with what's his name and you took over? Yeah, Dylan was only able to do the first 2 periods, but I was hanging out in the chat for a little bit there and said that I'd be on to keep this party going. So yeah, you tuned in at a good point here. It's 5-3 Canucks. Shots are 39-25. I think now 26 there with that shot there. You got just a little under 10 and a half minutes left to go in this third period, and it's a little bit tighter now than the score makes it seem, but Vancouver does still have a pretty good edge on Anaheim here. That was a good read by Kulikov, though, to keep it in the zone, and but Vancouver's got it back out. Pure Wall saying, make up your mind. I will make up my mind when the Anaheim Ducks make up their mind. How about that? Danelle saying certain teams have worn their reverse retro jerseys already. The Canucks, Penguins, Sabres, Rangers, and Coyotes. Yeah, I haven't seen the Rangers and Coyotes full kits yet on the ice there. I think they wore those tonight, right? But the other 3, they all looked pretty good in my opinion. So, all right, just under 10 minutes left. You guys can still throw in the comments. Who do you think takes this game? Vancouver's going to hold on to it, or is Anaheim going to complete a comeback here? Throw it in the comments. Yeah, Vancouver's offensive pressure is looking really good, and great defensive play there by. Oh, I lost track of who it was there. An Anaheim player actually dumping it into our corner, clearing pucks. That's awesome. You love to see it. You love to see it. Isaac saying Vancouver wins 6-3, unfortunately. I can see it. I can see it. Angus saying, not a fan of the Blues reverse retro jersey. It looks as though someone peed in the pool. Okay, I'm going to disagree there, actually, because I do really like that jersey. I think it's better than the first one they did. It's at least kind of their usual colors. Like, I get it. Red was a color in the 90s, but that's not the color I think of when I think of the Blues, personally. All right, we're kind of hitting the final. All right, the 7.5 minute mark here. Oh, good chance here for Vancouver, but Gibson. And we are going to have a Anaheim Ducks power play. All right, as we get a commercial break here, the Ducks are going to be headed to the power play for tripping, it looked like there. If you're a Canucks fan right now and you're going, why did you take that penalty right now? Don't worry about it. That power play goal that the Ducks scored tonight is their first one since their season opener against the Seattle Kraken 10 games ago. Yeah. Isaac saying power play Ducks. Adam saying Canucks, unless parlay is a time traveler, knows that it's going to OT. Isaac saying there is a chance. And Danelle saying, hey, just to let you know, Adidas have all 32 reverse retro jerseys displayed on their website if you want to check them out. I will take a look at that for sure. I'll do it in a little bit here. Isaac saying, dang, for real, that's crazy. Yeah, I think they said on the broadcast that it was like 20, I think it was 23 chances or something like that the Ducks have had on the power play since and have not been able to do anything. It was like either against Toronto or San Jose. They had 4 chances, which is like a pretty good amount, right, for your typical hockey game. And just couldn't capitalize. So, and it's not that the Ducks don't have like good guys on the power play, right? Like it's Troy Terry, it's Trevor Zegras, Mason McTavish is there. John Klingberg is a big power play guy for sure at the point, but it's just a little too much, like just one or two too many passes that just then like when they're taking the shots is not a great chance. And just some selfish play, I think, on the power play as well. That's kind of costing them. So, but power play has started here as the puck goes into the bench. And we'll get another face off here. See, who do we have on the ice right now? We got John Klingberg, Max Comtois, Terry Zegras. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a lot of that. That's definitely your offensive drivers for sure. The one thing that the Ducks have improved, though, is their movement on the power play as a whole. But it's like just a little too improved. Like they're just moving it just too much there. See, and even there, like that was kind of an odd shot, I think, from Klingberg. And there's a goal. All right, we parlay Red, dude. You're getting close there. You're getting close there. It's 5-4 now for the Canucks. The Ducks are trying to come back with just under 6.5 minutes left. Trevor Zegras putting the Ducks one more up on the board. See, now that's the good chances that the Ducks need to take a look at, right? You could see from the behind view that like there was kind of that tunnel there. And that's where they need to be shooting for. Isaac's saying, well, 2 for 20 something now. Yeah, exactly. It's looking all right. But man, I'm thinking of that storyline from the start of the season as well, of the Canucks and their multi-goal blown leads. And I'm like, I'm just thinking back to that right now. Both teams with 2 power play goals tonight. Penalty kills have not been doing great for either team. Anaheim 2 for 2 tonight on the power play. Vancouver is 2 for 3. It has not been the penalty kills night. That is for sure. Oh, there you go, though. Vancouver showing that they're not done yet. It's now 6-4 for the Canucks. Kuzmenko with that is second goal of the night. Yeah, Kuzmenko is second goal of the night there. His 5th goal of the season. His first career 2-goal game. Well, good for him. Von Hook saying, hey, Canucks are looking good. They are looking good. Their penalty kill is the only thing that's hindering them right now, but it's also hindering the Ducks there. Like we were just talking about a couple minutes ago before that goal was scored. But yeah, Vancouver has definitely had some good offensive pressure in this game. Adam saying, hey, Vaughn. How's Minji Lee? I hope I'm saying that right. Is she winning tennis tournaments still? Tennis tournament. Okay. Tennis is a wild sport and it's super entertaining, actually. I love it. Closest thing I'll ever get to playing like good tennis, though, is like pulling out the old Wii. Connor saying, I should be happy Vancouver scored 6 goals, but somehow I'm just as miserable. It's the 4 goals against, right? Because I'm kind of feeling that way too, right? Like Anaheim scored 4 goals, but we had 6 against. Like I get it. I'm on the losing side here, but 4 goals should be, sorry about that. 4 goals should be enough to win you a game, right? 6 goals especially should be enough to win you a game. I'm saying, well, the Ducks know how to tease. They absolutely do. They love to tug at your heartstrings. Like I was saying earlier, it is a roller coaster of emotions to be an Anaheim Ducks fan. Angus saying it's getting late here in Missouri. You have a good evening, Nate. You have a good evening too, Angus. Thanks for hanging out with Dylan and I. It was a blast chatting with you again, buddy. And there it is, 7-4 now for the Canucks with 3:11 left. And that's Kuzmenko's hat trick goal. Leave it to the Anaheim Ducks to let everybody have their moments. Just on Tuesday night, Erik Karlsson, the hat trick, 4-point night. And now tonight, back-to-back hat tricks against the Anaheim Ducks now. Karlsson and Kuzmenko. Yikes. Not what you want to see. Adam saying, "Rip Ducks. Ducks suck." Yeah, I'm not gonna argue, dude. I'm not gonna argue with you. If you want to go catch Carter and I's show, The Quack Report, here on the Hockey Podcast Network. My name is Nate, by the way. If you're not sure, yeah, we are well aware of it. Well aware of it. We are definite critics of our own team. That is for sure. Well, at least the Ducks know how to put on a show. LOL showbiz from Adam. Yeah, absolutely. Connor saying I can breathe easy now. Yeah, I think you might be able to. Yeah, Dallas Eakins just with his expressionless face. I can't wait to see his interview after this game. He almost always has something in his post games that you're just like, are you watching the same game? It's interesting, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to come back here to Donnell's comment here. The Rangers reverse retro looked good tonight. Sucks that they lost to the Bruins. The Islanders beat the Blues. Devils comeback win over the Oilers. Stole 2 points from McDavid and company. Yeah, absolutely. Von Hook, should Dallas Eakins be fired? Should? Yes. Will be? No. I was talking about it earlier. I think new Ducks GM, I guess relatively new. He just got hired in February or March this year. Pat Verbeek. I think he's got his eye for somebody in particular or a couple people in particular, but they're not available right now. So you take the extra year on Dallas Eakins' contract until you can get who you're looking for there. Yeah, Lauren in the chat there. Yes, he should be for Dallas Eakins getting fired there. So yikes. Yeah, just the big thing here for me is back-to-back hat trick goals against the Anaheim Ducks. It's not a good look. That is not a good look whatsoever. If there's any Canucks fans in the chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like Karlsson hat trick, sure, makes sense. I just might not know enough about Kuzmenko here to say, who is this guy? I guess so. Lauren asking Adam, how would you feel about Connor Bedard being a Duck? Saying we could still land Bedard and it wouldn't mean anything as long as Dallas Eakins is still coach. Yeah, Lauren, he won't be around. He won't be around. Connor saying, by the way, I preferred when you were the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. That sounds like an unreal royal title. Yeah, it was. I'm okay with the Anaheim Ducks name. The logo needs to go back, though, to the Mighty Duck logo for sure. Which does make the reverse retro jersey for Anaheim very nice to see. Just kind of homage to the Mighty Ducks, right? So, but if you want to add some Mighty Ducks-esque stuff to your wardrobe, my show, The Quack Report, we have a merch store. And today we just dropped our Mighty collection, which is our logo, but in the Mighty Duck colors, not the orange and black, the good old jade and eggplant there. So you can go check that out. And yeah, 20% off on our store right now until Sunday. So you can go check that out there. TQRshop.myspreadshop.com. I will throw that in the chat here, actually. And there was a goal, but we got a blown play. So what is going on here? All right. Is that... Yeah, Shen pushes Jones into the crease there. Like, but you know what? Ducks luck here. Ducks luck here. It's going to be no goal. It's going to be no goal. As we wait, though, Danelle's asking, do you watch the Mighty Ducks Game Changers on Disney Plus or not? I do. I'm just waiting for this season to be fully out because that's a type of show that I like to just binge, right? Just like kind of the short episodes. I like to just binge that kind of stuff. So I'm just waiting for it to be fully out. Adam saying for Bedard, he could be generational, but I don't think Eakins will be around much longer. Yeah, I'm saying like at longest the end of this season, right? Because who are you going to replace him with currently, right? Barry Trotz, I assure you, probably doesn't want to come down to Anaheim. Sure, the weather's nice, but that's about it right now. Von Hook, Connor Bedard would be scary for the Ducks. Yeah, absolutely. Just imagine a top six that included Trevor Zegers, Mason McTavish, Troy Terry, and Connor Bedard. Jeez. Okay, well, here's the ruling here. And we have a goal on the play. It is 7-5 still for the Canucks, but it's it's a little late. Would have been nice to have that one earlier not be overturned. But Max Jones there with a goal there, with goal number 5 for Anaheim. But with 2:20 to play here, Ducks down by 2. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think it happens. I think the Canucks got this one in the bag. Yeah, Adam's saying maybe he's got to ride out a terrible season. Connor saying, yeah, the old logo is iconic, like the Mighty Duck there. The current one's ridiculous. A web foot shaped as a D. Yeah, it's not great. Within the 5 years of it being a thing, it was outgrown. So we got a hooking call here on Vancouver. Anaheim going back to the power play. Canucks fans are not happy about that. I did miss it. I'd like to see the replay here, though. He's separated from the puck, but that is a weak call, actually. That is definitely a weak call. Adam saying, dear Santa, please web sling Dallas Eakins off the Statue of Liberty. I love it. Now I just have this mental image of like Santa and Spider-Man, right? Like you got like Spider-Man's webs for the slingshot, kind of like how he likes to shoot himself across the city every now and then. And they're just like pulling Dallas Eakins back and just launching him into the Atlantic. We got Jacob in the chat saying, hey, how's the game going? It is 7-5 right now for the Canucks with 1:48. Anaheim's just starting their third power play. They're 2 for 2 tonight. And oh, that just missed the empty net here. But when you're the Canucks on the penalty kill right now, right? You're not worried about icing the puck. for literally the rest of this game here. You go for that empty net chance here and make it 8 goals. Absolutely. Adam's saying OT. No, I don't want to go there. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Not happening. Pure Wall saying Kuzi hat trick was insane. Yeah, he has been playing really well tonight. That's for sure. From a Ducks perspective, I'm just upset that we've had back-to-back hat tricks against. All right, last minute of play here. Down the length of the ice, and there you go. I think that seals the deal right there. 8-5 is the score right now with 52 seconds left in favor of your Vancouver Canucks. Lauren asking Adam, who do you think gets fired first, Dallas Eakins or Steelers offensive coordinator Matt Canada? I still love the fact that that's somebody's last name is Canada. Jacob asking who scored. Let me double check here on all of these goals. For the Canucks, you got Horvat, Pedersen, Miller. Kuzmenko's got a hat trick, and I'm not sure who scored that most recent one here. Ducks are still on the power play, but with 30 seconds left. Oh, McTavish just going wide there. Fowler at the line and taking a shot, but it's blocked in front. Max Jones, Shattenkirk. Like, I get it. It's the end of the game, but like, okay. There's the Bruce. There it is. Chance going again. And that will do it. Your final score for tonight is 8-5 in favor of the Canucks. The Ducks win streak stops at 2, which I mean, I guess is not really much of a win streak, but back-to-back wins for a team that only had 1 win prior to those. You take what you can get there. Canucks are back in the win column, though. Feeling pretty good after that win. I thought Spencer Martin did still have a pretty good game, though, for the Canucks. The numbers might not reflect it, but he did look solid in there, to be honest with you. Isaac asking, was it an empty net goal? Yeah, the 8th goal was an empty net there. Adam asking, how many goals in the third has there been? That's a good question. Let's take a look here. Third period saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. Dang. 8 goals of the 13 were scored in that third period there. That is ridiculous. Adam saying, this isn't hockey for Ducks fans. This is torture. Hold on a second. I need the full screen here for just for a split second. Adam, you're right. I just wanted to make sure you could see the pain in my eyes as I said yes. Connor saying, I won't lie, it was very uncomfortable watching this game. Yeah, and you're not wrong with your second comment here. Both teams' defenses are in shambles. Yeah, absolutely. I think the Canucks have I think the Canucks have the slight edge on the Ducks there. Being like just like a better defense. They don't ask by how much, just it's better. We'll put it that way. So yeah, the Ducks defense has been a major talking point on the Quack Report this year, which again, you can go follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch as well at Quack Report Pod. Yeah, we've been that's been a big talking point, the defense there for the Ducks on the Quack Report this year. It's not been great. So I've tried to lessen the talk on it because I talked a lot about it last year, but it seems like it's gotten worse. So it's hard not to talk about it, I guess. Lauren's saying, see you later, Nate, and saying to Adam, I'm making my rage video. I'm just frustrated. We'll catch you later, Lauren. Be sure to get all that rage out. You might need some more later on. We still got a lot more games this season here. So got Adam saying, see you soon, Nate. Thanks for covering a crazy third period. Yeah, no worries. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. And I'll say thanks for on Dylan's behalf as well for covering for hanging out with him for the first two periods there. It was a lot of fun hanging out with everybody. You can go follow here. You know what? Let's make sure I have this right before I start handing out Twitter handles here. We're just going to double check. All right. So if you were watching the first two periods, right, you were hanging out with Dylan, you can go follow him on Twitter at DYL_Keyzer, Keyzer. Yes, I'm Canadian. We say Z. Yeah, so you can go follow him there on Twitter. You can follow my show again at Quack Report Pod on Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to throw all of these handles as well in the chat for anybody still hanging here. All right, so there's Dylan's Twitter, and here is a Quack Report. And all right, and here is my Twitter in the chat. So, like I said, you can go follow Dylan on Twitter at DYL_KEYZER. You can follow my show, The Quack Report, at Quack Report Pod on Twitter and Instagram. You can go check out our merch store, tqrshop.myspreadshop.com. If you scroll back in the comments there, it should be there. And if you want to hear more from me as well, I'm also very active on Twitter, especially at Tatenomas, TATENHOMAS. You can find me on Instagram there, but I was kind of laughing the other day. I made a post and I'm like, it's anniversaries and Halloween is when you're probably going to see a post from me there. So if you want to see more from me, you can go follow myself on Twitter. And yeah, I think that wraps it up here. Thank you all very much for hanging out with Dylan for the first two periods and myself for the third there. This has been a lot of fun. Again, DraftKings promo code THPN for some exclusive offers there. Don't bet on the Ducks maybe in the future would be my only advice to you, but you never know. Hockey is a crazy game. So with that, I'm going to sign off here and we will see a lot of you very soon. And I hope to see all of you again very soon. Take care.